Hello. Hope everyone's doing very well on this fine early summer's evening in the UK. Hope you're all safe and all that good stuff. Just a random kind of pop-up thing just to see if there's anyone around. We'll see. There's a few people said they might join actually, so that's why I went kind of live. Before I share the link, I'll just go through what I'm drinking, and then when the others come in, if anyone comes in, we'll go straight to theirs and all that kind of good stuff. So first off, I opened a beer quite well. I've got half of it left. As you can see, it's a Hefeweizen, classic German style, of course. So this is Marsel Weiss original. It's out of focus, of course, because that's what I do. Shit. A nice 500ml bottle then. Yeah, purchased just up the road, trying to support my local kind of bars, etc. But yeah, so this was in. I thought, let's crack that. I've not had that one before, so that's that one. So that's my beer now. Just done a review of a beer that is actually you can get quite easily and readily available these days. A beer from Lost and Grounded, one of their it's probably one of their most recognised beers that they do. It's in one or two supermarkets, and yeah, so it's their Keller Pils from Lost and Grounded. So that's the second beer. I'll be drinking that after. Just done a quick review of that, so that'll be coming up on the channel in the next week for sure. I'm trying to do these kind of types of beer while we've got this type of weather and all that sort of thing. So yeah, the Marsel Weiss original, which I'm on now, classic German Hefeweizen, and Keller Pils from Lost and Grounded. So we'll go to the comments. There's none, so let's go and head here and share the link to some buddies, and hopefully someone will join. Copy and paste. Not paste, paste. So we got probably Jake, James, and Harry could potentially join. And anyone else who's, anyone's welcome, of course. There's room on StreamYard limitations.com, I guess. So let's put that in there, and then we'll give it a while, see if anyone joins. So we've got two there. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. I see you, following a few bits and bats, seeing your name pop up on the old comments of other stuff, so that's cool. Just fancy I fancied a few beers, just a kind of random one. I know Harry's live tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I believe. I don't know if that's a craft beer monthly or what. So just seeing what that is there. So Harry's. I'm just going to get rid of that now because that's doing my nutting. So yeah. So Harry's live tomorrow at 8 with one of his shows. I don't know what he's calling it. I can't remember now. But yeah. So yeah, what are you drinking? You drinking anything? Or whatever. Let us know. So just put it up there. If you're check him out for sure. I mean, if you want to join as well, let me know. And I'll fire you the link if you want to join. Just for a little bit, or whatever. I know it's getting on towards 11 now, but yeah, it's quite warm in it tonight, so it's like you can't sleep anyway, so you may as well drink. That might help, kind of thing. So yeah, all cool beans. We've got Vanessa Kitty in the house. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day where you are over in the States. There we go. You've got somebody watching, so that's all good. Cool beans. So yeah, I mean, it's it does take a bit of kind of, I'd say, guts to actually get up on camera and post yourself doing a beer review or whatever you want to do online. It's quite nerve-wracking, I'd say, at start, but it took me about 3 or 4 months to actually get to the point where I didn't really care anymore from when I first started. Because you are putting yourself out there, and obviously you're up to ridicule and stuff, and depending on what sort of character you are, some people can take it and other people kind of can't. I just don't know, situations like this, it doesn't really matter what people say or think, so that's the way I kind of roll. It's just, I used to really care, but you just kind of, whatever. I mean, I get things wrong every review. It doesn't matter, does it really? So it's your take on it. It's like a video diary, really. I'll just put it out there for people to see. What we got here? Going to bed. Yes, no worries. No worries at all. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I don't. I'm quite fortunate. I don't get I try not to get involved with all the shenanigans that's going on within certain kind of beer tube, kind of whatever. I'll have other people do it. I've got opinions on it, but I keep it to myself. That's it. Just I can't be putting so many other things in my life going on at the moment, rather than worrying about all that sort of blah de blah. So we got Jake. Here we go.
Hello.
How you doing?
How's it going?
Yeah, I just fancied, like, I was really busy earlier, and then I forgot that I was supposed to be in a Zoom kind of thing that I pre-arranged that I forgot about, and like,
Yeah.
I've got, I didn't want to let them down, and then I thought, it only lasted like half hour or so. But then you were trying to plan this Utopia lager thing for about 4 days, and that's not really happened, and it will happen. It's just
children.
I've got and a few things to sort out, but then it's got a bit too late. So I'm in the mood. I've had a few beers already, so I was like, yeah, let's just throw a live stream up, see what we get. So yeah, cool beans. 100% indeed. So, what are you drinking, mate? Anything good? Let me put this screen down a little.
I don't know how good it is. I'm drinking that from 71 Brewing, the one that they did for Lidl.
Your camera's really sharp. Christ. Is that a new camera?
No, it might just be good internet.
Blimey, that's good.
But yeah, it's
nice.
I've only had a couple of sips, but it's decent for £1.29 or whatever the hell it cost me.
Yeah, I'm on a couple of summary type things. I don't know if you saw the bit before, but yeah, Marsel and Friends, classic German hef. Marsel and Friends, Marsel. What's all that about? Don't ask me. Marsel Weiss. So yeah,
there is a brewery with a similar name, isn't there? Like Marsel that, something and Friends.
I don't know where that come from. Anyway, classic German. Although it's the first time I've had it, which is weird. And then another kind of, which has become a classic the last couple of years, Keller Pils from Lost and Grounded. There we go.
I haven't had it in a while, but when it first came out in the bottles, I had quite a bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never. I don't know it's readily available. Is it M&S? I think do it.
Yeah, Waitrose do it as well.
Waitrose, I don't. I've never seen it in Waitrose or M&S where I am. Not that I've been to a supermarket since March, but yeah. Because I'm not really into all that at the moment. I can't be doing with something like this with people, so it's like no. So I've just been supporting local bars and a couple of breweries.
It's funny in Waitrose because like they have quite a good range, like pretty decent stuff. But the Lost and Grounded stuff is like £2.50, £2.60 a can. And that just seems a bit expensive in supermarkets. I don't know why. It just seems like for a lager, when you can sort of get
was it £2.50 for a can? Was it? Or?
Yeah. Yeah, of the Keller
So
pills.
because originally I thought it was £3
Yeah.
first
But
hit
yeah,
the
because it
shelves,
just.
but I don't know.
I mean, obviously, if that was the price in a bottle shop, you'd snap it up. But when there's like
Yeah.
other beers that are in the supermarket, they're cheaper and everything's been sitting there, isn't it? They're all shelf turd sort of thing. It's
Yeah, I mean, it's like that has become probably a shelf turd, but it's pretty decent. I'm going to go on to it after this, but that's the one I just reviewed before I come on. But yeah, I
Okay.
reviewed that just a bit earlier, so I've got half of it left. So I'm using an Erdinger. That's the only kind of like vice glass I've got. So I do not that it matters, but yeah. So we got a Jump Top 12 coming in. There we go.
Hello. I'm doing a James
How
in
doing?
bed. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
Only-
James
only-
isn't
What
beside
shit
you,
beer
is he?
drinking? Carlsberg, yeah.
No,
What?
only the finest ales for me this evening.
See, you're drinking a Marston's beer. That's not bad, is it?
Yeah, Marston's.
Um,
It's 3 months out of date, so it's good.
Uber
I
fresh.
like the Carlsberg.
Oh, it's an
Can
aged Carlsberg.
aged. Mm.
There's no difference, though, is there, really, to be fair to it? Poor
Well,
thing.
it tastes so much better aged.
Yeah, I'm sure. yeah, it probably adds to drink cold.
Yeah, it's been
Buy fresh, drink cold.
lagered extra long.
Longer
Buy
than
fresh
than it
drink.
was lagered in the factory, I reckon.
Yeah,
Yeah, keep warm. Yeah.
it was. I put in the fridge as soon as I got here.
Damn, that's a good vice beer. That. Never had it.
What are you drinking?
No, just the Basel Vice. Yeah, it's just I want to start doing these kind of more regular things that I've never had before because it's just a bit silly. So you never had that before. It's that kind of conversation, isn't it? It's like so I want to try and do a few of them things instead of keep going for exclusive, short life, one-off kind of beers. Although I do love them, of course. I'm going to try and go back to a bit more regular kind of stuff, as well as try and balance it a bit, and then a lot more local stuff as well.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're up in Brum at the moment, yeah?
Yeah. Just got. Well, I got up here about 9ish. Took me like no time to get up here. It took me an hour and 20 to get to Brum, which was nuts. And that
no one on the road.
I was driving normal Harry driving.
Fast.
No,
right, fast.
No different to my normal Harry driving.
Okay.
No, like there's people going fucking bombing past me. My car doesn't go very quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's got up here and took my hard drive to my mate, and he's immediately texted me back and said it was just a caddy on the hard drive that was fucked, so he's going to fix it, which is good because there's quite a lot of videos on there, and I was like, yeah, there's some nice special beers on there that I wasn't too happy about losing. There was like a couple of bottles of Mills on there, which I was about to lose.
Oh, really?
So,
bloody hell.
yeah. I was like, I think there's two Mills reviews and a couple of other bits and bobs on there. There's also like all my work for my GCB, my brewing certificate that I've been doing, and I was just like, I don't really want to lose that and have to restart it.
I'm going to try and start to stock up on sharing beers while lockdown's happening, and then once eventually, or hopefully, shenanigans get back to somewhere near normal, then sharing beers will be a plenty kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people are going to want to do. Bulk shares and stuff.
Yeah, I think
to a degree.
Yeah, because if we meet up in like a big group, then groups might not necessarily be allowed in pubs and that sort of thing. So like shares are probably going to be the way to meet up. And that.
So, saying yesterday, I said to Jim, like, if he does come over in the next couple of months, which is I don't know if he's still planning on that, it might be an idea for him to just come to everyone to come to a house or something, and then We just
Yeah,
do a bottle share from there.
or even, yeah, I mean, once things are pretty much back to normal, I'd still give it a month just to see how we all are.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea, and then
Yeah.
don't rush.
Oh
So
yeah.
I think everyone,
Yeah.
as soon as something like, oh, you can do this now, everyone fucking does the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just like bell ends kind of thing, you know?
It's like you see that the whole thing that's happening Monday with like 6 people. You're allowed to have 6 people in your garden or whatever. People are just going to go nuts. It's like, well, if you can have 6, why can't you have 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just bigger.
Who's looking, you know?
Yeah,
It's people
exactly. Someone like
gonna
your
rip it a bit.
nosy neighbour just counting how many people in your garden. So I always got 12 people in his garden.
Yeah.
Oh. How many teeth have you got?
Yeah. Fuck off. Get back over the fence.
I've got 6 teeth. Yeah. I just,
Yeah.
But,
Err
so
on
I've
the
got
side
6
of caution.
So we've got 6 people watching. What are you drinking?
That's the
Where
maximum
are
you're
you?
allowed.
Bloody blah. I want to get up to 5 likes tonight. So yeah. So I'd imagine he's finished now, probably. So
Oh, yeah. I was watching Jimmy O briefly. He did a video this morning which was titled slightly offensively, and then now he's taken his Facebook down.
Okay.
That. Yeah.
blimey.
Yeah. It was humorous. I think Peter saw it as well. Peter definitely commented on it. But yeah. It was definitely titled wrong, and it was about the NHS.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, that was rather nice.
Did you chuck it all in? Any gubbins at the end?
There wasn't a crazy amount of sediment, to be honest. It's I didn't really go crazy. I poured it in lightly. I didn't want to like 5-finger head, which traditionally I know that's what they do, but
Yeah, Stuart.
doing a review, I don't want. Yeah, I don't want all that. Yeah, I don't want a knobhead pour, which I mean, it kind of that's what that beer kind of is anyway. A knobhead type looking pour.
Yeah, you're supposed to sort of pour it aggressively, aren't you?
But it's not normal. But I didn't want all that because I wanted to get the aroma doing a review, blah blah blah. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was alright.
What are you drinking, Jake?
now? So yeah.
That from Lidl 71 Ruined Luminous Lights. It's pretty decent. It's not a bad beer. But it's not great either. But it's not bad. £1.29 well spent.
They seem to be an up and coming brewery in Scotland. They're Dundee, aren't they? I think. Is it Dundee?
What does it
I
say?
remember.
Yeah, Dundee. Yeah, I think it's the first beer I've had from them.
Right. Yeah, I've had a couple. One I just like randomly drunk. I thought, I'll just drink it.
It was like the black IPA.
It was it was the breakfast stout.
Yeah.
Or breakfast something. I done the black eye. I done the review the black eye, the Lumini Colo. I think it's Lumini. I can't remember. That was nice. I done a review of that.
Mustalumi.
Was. Yeah, because I know they've got a few sours and is that a sour, Jake? Or is
No,
that just
New England IPA.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I know they've got a few sours. They got some kind of sour. Well, they did have in Lidl. You know, when they brought out them 5 or 6 beers or whatever it was.
Yeah, I did see the sours from them.
Was it rhubarb? Or I can't remember.
Something like that. It was like raspberry or I didn't pick that one up, but I got a few bits. But it is sort of pretty mind blowing that you can get that in Lidl. I mean, it is pretty decent. It's not going to blow your socks off.
By the time I get back to a supermarket, there's going to be so many new beers for me that it's just like, and I know everyone's going to have reviewed them anyway, but I just hope they're still available by the time I actually get in the supermarket. Do they still sell the Roaster Coaster, or is that finished now?
No, they've still got it in Tesco's.
Oh, okay. So I did have a can of that, and I was like, oh, I'll get it again, and then we was on lockdown about a week later. So it's like, and I really enjoyed that, but I didn't do. Did I do a review? I don't think I did a review. I just drank it, and it was really damn good.
Mm.
So, but yeah,
Yeah.
what's your title thing for tomorrow? I did mention it at the beginning. What's it? Is it a hot?
Yeah, it's just hot fix and chill
thing?
tomorrow. Yeah, the
Couldn't-
following following week we do have a craft beer month. We're just discussing the topic for it.
I can't remember. They're all the same to me. It's just a long live stream. Like crack
Yeah.
on with it, you know.
Yeah, the craft beer monthly. I think we're just discussing the topic for it, but it's gonna be something quite interesting. Something at the moment we're kind of going with like lockdown, something to do with lockdowns sort of thing. Craft.
So is that
Oh, what 71 brew?
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest with you, I've not really done any. I've not delved in. I've just heard some good stuff about them. They seem to be getting a bit more attention the last sort of 3 or 4 months, I guess.
Is that like how Marston's are the craft arm of Carlsberg?
I'm doing all right, Rob. Join if you want. I know it might be awkward on a Friday. I'm not sure what the deal is, but yeah. Hope you're doing okay, buddy.
I want to know what Rob means by C.R.A.F.T.
I don't know.
What does it stand for?
I didn't craft. I don't know. There's probably a hidden word there, or words, shall I say?
Cans really are
fucking
tremendous.
Yeah,
That's what craft
yeah.
means. That's the definition of craft.
It's an arm of Stuart.
I have to say, it's not bad at this Carlsberg vintage.
Really?
Wow. Well, it's the Pilsner one. It's not the old one.
I've not had that, so I don't know if I've even done a review of Carlsberg.
It was in one of those glue packs that are all stuck
Oh,
together.
Yeah. They just click off.
Yeah.
Which is good. I think it's a great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, no one else has really adopted that, have they? You'd think that's like you get your green credentials up for the brewery.
They probably they might not.
Now be six packs of Hobgoblin.
Maybe.
Yeah. Can we slam together like that?
Christ, I mean, what the hell is that going to taste like in 2 years?
Oh,
Jesus! I mean, it's going down. It's downhill before this happened.
Yeah.
It's like all these beers. Like, what are they gonna like? Pedigree. What the fuck's that going to taste like?
Wonderful.
You know,
Petty always tastes like arsehole anyway.
Pedigree chum. Probably. It's going to be. The dog's bollocks. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The dog's arse.
Yeah.
They did do a beer called the Dog's Bollocks as well, did Marston's at one point. I drank it before.
It will become literally, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to try and find out from people, I guess.
But apparently, like Marston's was like so heavily in debt, or something.
Yeah.
But like the Carlsberg buyout doesn't even like cover the debt. So like Carlsberg have taken on like a company with like shitloads of debt, and even what you paid for it doesn't cover it.
Yeah, but they'll get that back once. I mean, they obviously bought it on the cheap, I would assume. I mean, if it weren't for the pandemic, would this deal have happened? It would have been quite interesting to be a fly on the wall. Well, not really to fly on the wall, but do you know what I mean? They've obviously got a deal of pandemic kind of cut price, I would assume, as business works.
I mean, Brewdog jumped on it straight away, like saying they're now the biggest independent brewery in the UK after Marston's got brought up. They don't miss a trick.
And obviously the best as well.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just a spin thing, isn't it? With them, I find.
Yeah.
They almost should be politicians, full of shit. It's just.
Well, that'd be the next step. Older James Watt will be the mayor of Aberdeen soon.
Yeah, but he's been on all sorts of. He's been on Sky News a few times, and what's the one I saw him on the other day? I can't remember. It's like, Jesus, he's really pushing himself out there. Well, they're asking him.
Richard.
They asked his opinions of what's going on at the moment with a certain government advisor and stuff, and what do you think he should get sacked? He said 100%. It's like,
Well, they released that beer, didn't they? That was like, can't remember what it's called, but Barnard Castle eye test or something like that.
no, yeah, I mean, in fairness to them, they're doing some great things. So
I think that's, again, like, maybe back in the day, like, first starting out, they did something like that. Everyone's like, "Oh, how brave!" But now you just see it. Everyone just sees it's cashing in, isn't it? You're cashing in on the trending topic.
Yeah, but they're very quick though. They're very quick fire to make decisions. Just go and do it, and they within like a few days or a week, it's there. It's like that's the way you've got to be in modern day business. I mean, I'm no Alan Sugar, but do you know what I'm saying? I would assume that's the way you've got to be.
Oh yeah, well they know that it's column inches and everyone talking about them.
You've got to move. You've got to move the times. You've got to. Because if you stay still, then especially now, you're done.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, for a certain kind of business. I mean, hospitality. I just don't know about that one. Fuck knows. I mean, the 1 meter rule would be very handy for businesses at the moment when it comes in, rather than 2, like the rest of the world. But I don't know. It seems a bit.
It seems like everyone's fucking given up on it anyway. If you go outside, everyone seems to be just doing what the hell they want now.
I went to the corner shop about 50 yards away yesterday, and that's the second time I've been out of the house since the 20th of March. So, yay! So, yeah, you wouldn't guess it, would you? but yeah. Yeah, it's like, this is my castaway house. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, but I'm going to the brew pub that I went to last week and getting some more beers tomorrow, just because like it is one of those things. Like I can get I'm going to get 6 pints tomorrow and it's going to cost like 14 quid.
Happy
and
days.
And it's all like really good stuff. It's I'm getting a nano IPA. It's like 3% IPA. Their Pilsner, which is really decent, and they've done a smoked porter, which is also really good. It's like the second time they brewed it.
Oh, nice.
So, but it's like Craig says, if you don't support them, they're the ones that are going to be gone. Like a local sort of small brew pub. This
is the thing. What I've been trying to. I mean, Little Swift have been my kind of saviour, if you like. I've got something off them. Sometimes a decent amount. Sometimes it's like I got 4 cans earlier. Trying to support them every week if I can. Mm-hmm. But then I'm like, then I'm feeling guilty about not supporting these guys. And so earlier in the week, I supported the Ravensgate with the old Apollo box for next Friday. Wouldn't normally, if no one locally had got the box, I wouldn't buy it. But as they got it, I was like, yeah, go on. And it was at a good price as well, 35 quid, which is pretty good.
That's pretty damn good, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, everywhere else is 40, and I've heard like 45 up in Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think Adam said the other day, so I was like, well, that's all right then.
Oh yeah.
So I got it at a cheap price, and I supported one of my local pubs. So. But I think they had. I'm trying to think. I mean, they had 25 boxes and they sold the whole lot, which is good.
It's a good way to, because like when I actually start cracking those beers open, that would be the first lot of Omnipollo I've had in years. A couple of years. Like they just went a bit like I used to love it. I used to buy every new Omnipollo release, and then all of a sudden I had a few ropey ones, and I was like, I can't be bothered to spend that much and not not get a good beer every time. Whereas like
that's-
selling it in a big pack like that, where you get to try loads, and it is a decent price for what it is.
Not, I'm intrigued by the Salsa, but it's not the one I'm most looking forward to. Kind of
Oh
thing.
no,
It's
No.
going to be a load of. I mean, I've seen a few reviews on Untapped beer. Fucking hell.
Hmm.
It's just to make the numbers up kind of beer, if you ask me. But
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that carrot stout thing, or whatever the fuck that is.
oh
That
yeah,
sounds-
definitely.
That sounds pretty. Is it a vegetarian stout? I don't know. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, it's one of their no. They call it a no carrot cake stout, don't they?
Yeah.
So 'cause
Yeah.
there's nothing in it. It's a bit like they're no peanut.
Yeah, yeah. Or the
Yeah, because there's no actual sort of carrot cake stuff in it at all. It's just got flavors of carrot cake.
yeah. What would it be? Carrot.
Essence.
Not puree, but yeah. What's the bloody word? I had a beer the other day. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm on the old pills now, so I need them.
Yeah,
So we've got
needed
more
in
comments.
this one.
No more comments. 6 people watching. Hope you're doing all right out there. All that kind of shenanigans, and it's quite. Although we've had a warm week, today is probably the coolest day we've had where I am, because the old sea breeze has got up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's got more kind of Midlands to the west of the country at the moment. It's gone really
Yeah.
warm rather than
Yeah,
up.
fucking hot. It was 26 where I was.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy for late May, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So it's supposed to be hot here tomorrow. So it's gonna stay in. Fucking
Yeah, I just
outside.
can't.
Hay fever's too bad.
Hay fever's bad.
Yeah.
It's too bright.
It's
I've
just fight
sorted
through
out
it.
a little pool for the,
Just drink
yesterday.
through
I
it. It's fine.
put a pool out in the garden for the little one, and then put a cover over it, and then I opened the cover about 10 o'clock this morning, just get a bit of heat on it, and went out there, and it was actually quite warm. It's quite nice for it, so that's good. Calmed her down a bit. She's been going nuts the last few days, so it's like, oh, geez. I think it's just the heat. They go. I think sometimes they go a bit crazy with the heat. So swimming pool, there you go, get in it.
Just hose them down.
Shut up.
Get in it, stay in it.
Yeah, calm down. Yeah, but no. So that,
Blowing this up for you.
That's that. Yeah. Oh well, yeah. The old pump thing. But it's one of them weird ones where you got the ring around the top. You pump that up, and then you put the water in after, and then it just goes up.
Never
It's
used
cool.
a paddling pool in my life.
No, well, I haven't for 20 years, but
That's a, used to have a like a slip and slide sort of thing, but it was like a slip and slide
that's
inflatable.
Oasis. That's an Oasis song, isn't it?
Could be. Don't know. It was like
Yeah,
a slip
you
and slide
got
inflatable, so you could turn it into like a pirate ship.
Don't
Then
look
we
back
got
at
it on a massive deal, and it was great. Even though when we bought it, I was too big to go on it. Still went on it.
He was too big.
Flouting the laws. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, rebel.
Yeah.
The only trouble is our garden sort of like that. So one end was the deep end,
One
the
end was
other
deeper. Stay in the
Yeah,
shadow end.
so, yeah, it's just like, keep your head below the deep end. Yeah. But so I mean, we had to put a load of like old kind of quilts and stuff underneath.
Mhm.
Was
What
that
the
number
bolter?
2?
Only
Oh,
the classiest beers for me.
How old is that?
Uh,
Is that like a Red Bull type can?
yeah.
Like,
April this year. So it's fine.
what, out of date? Or,
Yeah, out of date.
Is it?
Why
is that
I don't drink beers that are in date.
only aged?
Yeah.
Is that a little can? Is that like a little Red Bull can,
it's-
or is it a full size?
Yeah, it's like a Red Bull can. It's
I've never seen those in my life.
it's a 330 though.
Never.
Oh.
Is it
330.
is it a Brum thing? Or?
No,
Only in Birmingham. They do
It's a
those.
special Birmingham. I don't. The fridge is full of them. I don't know where they came from. But
Jeez. Christ.
Yeah, I'll do.
Oh, well, just
I
wait.
do it. I'm going to go grab another beer.
Cool beans. I don't know where
it's
James is at. He's
particularly
probably
nice.
doing a review. He said he's going to join about an hour ago, so he's probably finishing up his review at the moment.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I sent it to everyone else as well, and
yeah, I mean, I threw it in the group, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm quite happy just drinking
Yeah.
some stuff I don't generally. I don't have a can of the Day of Sunshine earlier. That's a really good beer. They brought out another free recently. Is it
the SG5
number
is
5
it?
series?
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, it's like fucking 5.
yeah.
Yeah, but nah.
I'm just not buying beer this month.
Yeah.
I'm just
I mean,
not. I said that. I drove past Tesco or Sainsbury's on the way here. I was thinking, Mum and Dad's not
Yeah.
going to have any decent beer in. We might just go in there. It's like, no, drive on.
Do you mean
Yeah.
as in May? There's only 2 days left in May, so you're just going to wait until Monday when it's the 1st of June
Yeah,
and
No,
then buy beer.
I'm going to start. I'm going to start from
this
now
month.
until the next payday.
God. I've already been looking to do like a Cloud War order.
Yeah, I get paid tomorrow.
Spending all my money on craft beers, which I'll rate 15 out of 10.
Yeah, but no, it's
was
just,
it our group that they said that Seaside Mark's doing reviews?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Seaside Mark is doing reviews. I think it might be another group I'm in.
Oh,
Can't
really?
remember. I haven't checked anything today at all.
I've not. I don't know. He posted a series of stuff today, like 4 or 5. The afternoon stream part 1 and fucking part 5
Yeah.
or whatever.
I haven't had a chance on my phone
Proper
today.
random. Proper random, but I haven't watched them. But
And one of those.
Well,
He
Jim
froze up.
Give
I've not
time.
had that. Is that? Did you get a 4-pack or something?
I got a 4-pack of that. It's been really good. It's a Galaxy, Nelson Sauvin, Citra Mosaic, but it's really sort of Nelson Ford. I'd say it's really sort of grapey.
Have Thornbridge been taken over? Sorry. Sorry. Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard of it, but yeah. I wouldn't be shocked in the future if potentially.
I think
I think before then it'll be Tiny Rebel. I think that's just nailed on. It's going to happen.
I think when Magic Rock got bought out, I believe I think Thornbridge, Tiny Rebel, and Wild Beer were all on the along the same lines, and then they went for Magic Rock. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure about Wild. Certainly, Tiny Rebel. That was my.
Yeah.
When someone said, "Oh, there'll be a big announcement," I'd said a Tiny Rebel.
Yeah.
I was quite shocked it was.
I don't think Thornbridge would sell out. I think they're going to be in like sort of 10, 20 years time. They're going to be almost like a family brewer type scale.
Yeah.
Because of their business model, and like they're almost going to be like an Adnams or something like that. I think of the because like their local area, like same here in Suffolk, like Adnams dominates fucking everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great comparable beers in Tesco's, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I as I said earlier, I've not been rushing out to. I haven't been out. I've been self-isolating just because I've got a potential underlying health problem. So I've been in a position where I can do that. I'm quite lucky at the moment, but having like TB in the past and the scar on the lung, it's like, yeah, if I get this, it's not looking good probably. So it's like, yeah, I'm in a position where I can just do that. I'm a carer anyway, so my missus and stuff, and my mum at the moment, and blah de blah, and all that sort, all in one house. So yeah, I'm okay with it. I still want my peace and quiet. That's the thing. So that's been like, oh, should I go for a walk at 4 a.m. to get some peace and quiet, kind of deal. but yeah, see the sunrise with no one around, and they get home before everyone comes out to the beach.
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing. If we go for a walk, we want to actually have a decent walk, we'll just go like we wake up, have breakfast, and then we'll go. And then when we're leaving, that's when everyone's starting like pile into the car parks or whatever. It's
just get out of there. I mean, I'm like that in normal life anyway. So
yeah, same here. I avoid people anyway, so I've been geared up for this all my life.
Yeah. But now you've got an excuse, which is it's great. It's, like, why are you doing that, you weirdo? But now it's like, you're not weird.
Can you fucking
anymore.
stand back from me?
Get that way.
Yeah. Yeah, you can actually say it now rather than just think it.
And do you know the worst people, as always, are old people. I fucking hate old people. Like we went to we did a bit of a fucking like coastal walk the other day, and you had to go down these stairs, and there was like one way up, one way down. There's just this fucking old bloke at the top of the stairs, just like looking around like gormless, and he could tell we're coming up. I mean, Sophia, like my wife had one of our children in one hand, I had one of our children. We were walking up the stairs. He could see us coming. He was just fucking standing at the top of the stairs. So we had to scramble up the bank. Like we got off the stairs and scrambled up the bank with our kids, and then like his like cuntish wife came up behind him as well, and then they walked down the stairs. It's like, fuck off. Old people are the worst. I fucking hate old people.
I'll just go near them.
Just cough on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, not that far, but just go near them and then be like,
yeah.
What?
I
just
really
push them off the edge.
I hate myself.
Oops.
Right. But no, just you got it easy these days during the war and all that.
Well, you weren't even born, so shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone thinks they fought in fucking World War II.
People are still saying it's like, you're not even born. What are you talking about?
You're at best like 4 years old.
You look 90, but you're actually 60, and they just think they can get away with saying it. It's like, it's your fault, isn't it? You look like that. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's your fault that things are like what they are now as well. So,
buying your house for $8,000 in the 1970s.
You don't realise how lucky you are. It's like,
yeah, wonderful world to live in. Yeah.
Good beer.
You drink that? Look at how hazy that is. It's shit. That is. Yeah, well, but then I like variety. I like trying different stuff. I'm adventurous and not stuck in my kind of ways of drinking.
The lockdown has sort of reignited my passion for trying more stuff again, because I got to the point where I was just essentially just drinking Rhinebeck. I couldn't be bothered for like new beers. I just didn't want to take the risk on him. I just couldn't be bothered of getting like new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, with the lockdown and stuff, and I've tried a hell of a lot of craft beer that I never would have tried if the lockdown wasn't here. I wouldn't be able to kind of have access. Well, I would have access, but I wouldn't be going to the bars and drinking all this sort of stuff in cans. Get dropped off from my door. It's like, wow, this is cool. And then, but I'm really missing cask beer. That's what the main point I was saying. Cask beer, I'm really starting to miss it.
Yeah.
Especially stouts and stuff. I prefer darker beer than cask.
I'm not missing cask beer too much. It is more of the pub environment that I'm missing than the
there is that as well, of course. But if you're talking about actual beer, then cask beer for me is I'm missing that stuff.
Yeah, I miss going down the Welly and getting my old 50% discount that I used to get. I mean, as much that stopped well before coronavirus started. Like, it was great going in there. I remember it was me, Peter, and Dean all went in there. 3 massive pies and like yeah, pie mincer pies as well, and then mash and mash and gravy, and then pints. Everything came to like 22 quid for the three of us. It was fantastic. Yeah. Or even just going in for pints and pints of landlord in there. Yeah.
Heady days.
Oh yeah. The days when we had pubs.
Yeah.
Without plastic screens in them, or even being open.
Yeah. I've seen all those like CGI things of pubs where every table's got like surrounded by plastic screens and all that sort of. But I read an article the other day that like all 50 of Adnams pubs are like planning to reopen as soon as possible, and they've put screens everywhere.
Yeah, I think we're opening the bar as well. It's
and there's only going to be a maximum amount of people allowed in.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's maximums anyway, but it's obviously going to be a reduced, reduced maximum.
Yeah. Our Wetherspoons will be very ideally placed for that. It's huge.
Yeah.
So the 2 meter rule is literally every other table will be full. So
yeah,
I don't know how it's going to work though. It's. I mean, not that I'll be going any Wetherspoons soon anyway. The way they treat their staff early on in this kind of craziness, I'm not sure what my thoughts are on it. To be honest, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see.
I'm led to believe that as much as they said all that and they tried to do it, tried to get rid of their staff and tell them to move on, they ended up keeping quite a lot of their staff on, is what I was told.
Yeah, but it didn't come up very well when it was all going on.
No. It was sort of a backtracking thing, wasn't it? It was
yeah.
Shit. I mean, Simon Martin, whatever his name is.
Might be. Simon.
Yeah, they showed their hand too early, but didn't they really? Wetherspoon should have waited a bit for the furlough thing.
That Martin Simon, he's just like all the fucking
on 10
to keep his Wetherspoons going. Fucking hell.
What's his name? Is it Tim Martin?
Yeah.
He looks like all his features have gone into his face.
Yeah.
It's like eyes, nose, and mouth are there, and then he just has the rest of his skin.
It's just got like it's just like a walking kind of like panhead sort of thing, and it's just eyes,
mental hair.
Yeah,
but he is absolutely fucking loaded, and like whatever happens, boycott him. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's a walking.
You can boycott Wetherspoons if you want, but he really couldn't care less because like the average Joe. They're not going to boycott Wetherspoons, are they?
Nah. Jake Bear.
Average. I don't think Joe will boycott them.
Yeah, he'll fly over here.
What's a Wetherspoons? They don't serve other half.
I miss Joe so much. It's like, where is he?
Has he been posting? I haven't seen.
I think he's still posting reviews. I don't watch him. So, but no, I just don't watch anyone. But yeah, now and again I'll watch something.
Because we're all cunts.
Not personal. It's just.
Okay.
Not personal, but I can't stand the fucking sight or sound of it.
Just all a bunch of dicks, really.
It's all rubbish. But no, I just don't. I used to watch a hell of a lot more.
I'd say the same.
Especially before. It's not personal. It's just if it's a beer that I've had recently, I've reviewed it. I'll watch that. But it's not. Most people post I've not had before, and I thought, I might have that one day. I don't want to ruin it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think during lockdown I've definitely got a lot better because I think I went through a bit of a period of just not watching anyone's, but through lockdown and just having a bit more time in general, I tend to find myself watching loads more than I would have done before. Yeah.
I've actually uploaded during lockdown, which is good. For like 2 months, I'm not putting anything up.
Yeah.
I've still got to post that Burnt Mill beer, the Gardens of Green, the last one. I've still got that to post.
Oh, that was good. That was
out. It's gone now, but you can probably still get it at a few places. But
yeah, I reckon. Yeah,
I'd like to try that now. It'll be interesting to see what it tastes like now. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's proper
Anyway, folk,
thick
I'm
groupies.
gonna head off, folk, because I'm shattered.
That's
I
all
will-
right. Oh, he's going to
no
literally
worries.
just go straight to sleep there. Take headphones
Yeah.
off. And
Done. No, that's just nice and warming. On a nice
Well,
cold night like tonight.
Jim's supposed to join, but I don't know what he's at.
With his headphones.
Any contenders for beer of the year yet?
But yeah. Anyway, I'll see you later, folks. See you tomorrow night.
yeah, I'll speak to you
Take
tomorrow.
care. Yeah, see you later.
See ya.
See you later, Harry. Cheers on.
See ya.
So there's a
well,
question.
the beer you just mentioned, actually, funnily enough,
Yeah,
the Burnmill.
that was that's one of the beers that I've actually put into an Instagram kind of category folder.
What was it called again? The Gardens of Green. Did I say can?
Green. I've
Do I
got a
still have
can
the
here
can?
somewhere.
No, I don't have
I
the
have
can.
got a can, but I packed it away.
It was the last one in that series anyway. It was the final one where they used like 9 hops in it.
Yeah, I was looking at the Great Bitter Lake, which is a double IPA. It's not that. Have you had the dank mode?
I had it when I had it the original when they first brewed it last year.
I didn't realise it was a rebrew.
Yeah,
I picked up,
and it was good.
I didn't pick up the. I did pick up. Where is it? The Tribute of the Hills today, the Quebec Farmhouse.
Oh, okay, yeah, I haven't had that one.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
So I picked up. The,
What was it like?
I will-
6%?
6.4.
6.4.
I will need your signature Verdant. That another can of the old Sunshine and the Caterpillars what I've drunk. So I've got another can a day in the fridge. So I picked up. That's my third one. I picked up today. Bought 2 originally. I was like, that's good. And then I picked up another one today.
Yeah.
So.
Any other contenders for beer of the year?
Oh, you know what? I thought this was really good. I mean, it's only a pale ale, but if you want to join Rory, by the way, just let us know. This is a contender for one of my beers of the year, certainly for the style. It's fantastic. Blushing.
I need to try. But I've heard such good things about Boxcar recently. They're sort of a bit originally one of those breweries that just sort of like did their local area, but now they're
so it's
getting about a bit more, aren't they?
6 pale. That was banging. That actually surprised me. You get these beers, don't you? It's a surprise, or whether it's your taste buds.
Yeah,
it's
that's come out of nowhere, don't they?
It just kind of. I mean, the 11th variation Steve Burgett's Pressure Drop was really good, but that blew me away. That was an awesome beer. So
yeah.
So yeah, we've got Rory in the chat here. Say hello chaps. Saying a bit more about the old tank mode. Right, I'll send you the link. Okay.
I can't remember if I reviewed Dank Mode when it first came out. I can't remember now.
So, John's saying, Wylam, thank your lucky stars. Yeah, is that? I can't remember if the clad was of that. Was it other half? I can't remember. One of the greener.
I haven't had Wylam in ages, really.
I haven't had Wylam for ages. Yeah, exactly that. I'd send you the link now, Roy. There we go. Let me just. Where are we?
That was pretty good from you had that one, Craig. I don't know if it's beer of the year, contender for beer of the year, but it was damn good.
It's one of the best stouts. I preferred it over the martini. I thought it was. I like chocolate anyway, so.
I'm trying to think what the fuck else I had this year. I've had quite a good year so far in terms of beer.
Yeah, well, since lockdown, I have.
Yeah.
I've been drinking some really shit hot stuff. To be fair, that was good the other day. I haven't posted the review yet.
I've got a can of that in the fridge actually.
It's fucking awesome, man. That's I had the number 7 DDH Pale, which I think, well, it's been out a while, but that's their latest in that.
Okay. Oh yeah, I had that as well. Had that as well the other day. Yeah, that was pretty good.
I've been going through some of the beer de saisons from Colonel. Had their single barrel the other night. That was good. Which is a had that was it last night? I can't remember when I had it. Wednesday. Had that, which is there's a mixed culture saison fermented in Tuscan red wine barrels.
What the Wylam one that John posted about? What style was that? Was that a IPA?
Yeah, I think it's a double IPA. I'll have a quick look now.
What was that IPA? Triple New England? Triple IPA.
It's a triple, yeah.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, it's in New England. Is it other half collab? No, it's just straight up. Okay. I knew they'd done one. Yeah, 10.2. Okay, now.
Peter Master of Hobbits had it. He gave it 4.5. So it's got to be good.
I mean, it's had almost 3,000 check-ins, and it's coming in at 4.36.
Yeah.
Very good. That's good shit. There's 30 people I know have had it, and it's coming in at 4.48. So, yeah, big old lump. Sorry, Rob. Who's that? I assume it's Rory.
Right.
Yeah.
Hi, Rory.
Okay.
How's it going?
Good, mate. Yeah, good.
It's so warm tonight. I can't get to sleep.
Yeah, it's one of them nights. It's just kind of like a few beers might help you get to sleep.
But yeah, I've had a couple of beers earlier, but I'm trying to save a bit. I did an order for like next week. It's still quite a bit, so I'm trying to not drink as much this weekend. I had that earlier.
Oh man, yeah, he died, didn't he?
Who's this?
The main guy in I've forgotten his name now.
Roger Ryman.
Roger Ryman, yeah, he died yesterday.
From the head brewer at St Austell.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, well, that's quite because I mean he made that beer.
Yeah, he was the. That's why I thought you had it. Oh.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah. Tribute was the sort of.
That was well, like a lot of them, the like proper job and big job, all that sort of
proper black, that kind of thing. Yeah. How did he die? Just.
He had cancer.
Oh,
I
right.
I didn't even know that. So there you go.
Yeah.
Shame.
But he completely turned around the brewery in sort of like the end of the 90s, just by brewing. Tribute was essentially what changed the fortune of the brewery. It had another name when it came out. I can't remember what it was now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So
it's a nice beer.
Jackman 7 picked up Polly's Brew White Noise Growlers today. It's okay. Growlers, Christ. Yeah, I mean, we don't we get some of their cans down like East Kent, which is still pretty impressive considering it's like North Wales. North Wales.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind popping to their tap room once this all blows over.
Yeah, going back tomorrow for Verdant. Neil gets things done.
That's a good beer.
I had it at a can for I think it was the second time or something like February, which was good. It's nice. Always nice to try Verdant. So.
What are you two drinking?
I'm just finishing up Lost and Grounded Calapils. Kind of.
Oh, right, yeah.
Last couple of years, sort of classic Pilsner, I guess.
I just had the Jamestown from Thornbridge, New England IPA.
Is that nice?
It's good. If you're a fan of Nelson Sauvin, It's a good one because there's like 4 different hops, but it's the Nelson that really comes through on that for me. Really sort of crazy. Really vinous.
Melon white grape. Is there a light earthiness, or is it any kind of something like that?
Well, it for me it's all sort of, it's quite sort of sharp white wine grapey flavors, and then it does go into more of a softer, which is probably the mosaic and everything else that's in there. More softer, like citrus side.
Yeah, fair.
It's really, I was surprised by it. It's completely different for what I was expecting.
Where did you get that one?
That was I got it for a 4-pack from Tesco's.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I didn't realise they did that.
They're 2 for £9.
Yeah.
That's right.
I haven't seen that one in there.
8 cans for £9. You just can't go wrong.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Well, it's funny, really, because I think I said this before, but we never go to Tesco's, but we had to pick something up. So I went straight to the beer aisle, and I started putting in bottles and stuff and or cans and whatever was there, and then I thought, I'll just grab some cider for my wife because she drinks cider, and then there's a 4-pack of her favorite cider. So then I thought, like, well, if I get a 4-pack, this is going to save a hell of a lot if I get a 4-pack of beer as well and do the two for £9. So then I put all the other shit back and got that, and I was actually quite surprised with that, how nice it is. So rather than just 4 random beers that I picked off the shelf, I got 4 beers that are just fridge fillers, and it worked out well.
Yeah. Expect there's probably overhead. Sorry,
you can't knock that. The way you said. No, I'm just going for the gym. Back in a second.
Yeah, I've heard that the new Evil Twin 4-pack isn't very good.
I looked at it, but like I thought, like, no, I think I'll go with Thornbridge. I think that's probably a bit more reliable.
I think where they do a good beer, it's really good, isn't it? I think. But
their crazy stouts and stuff are amazing. Yeah. And I used to love getting like Molotov cocktail back in the day when you used to see it and stuff.
Yeah, that was also is that a triple, isn't it? Molotov.
Yeah. Because there's Molotov, Molotov Light.
Yeah,
there's another version as well.
I've had the light. I haven't had the Molotov, I don't think.
Yeah. I've had Molotov when it was I've had it in a bottle, so that was like 5 years ago, or however longer that was.
Yeah, I think I got mine from the Brewdog website. Because they still do have some really good stuff on their website, don't they? But yeah. Have you done any orders this week, or?
No, I've held off this week. I got the Omnipollo box. From like beer merchants that they're doing like the live tasting for. So I got that last week. Got Utopian last week as well. So I've held. I was circling around the Cloudwater website today, and I filled up a basket, but I haven't quite been able to. Yeah. But I might do, because like the Omnipollo box, like Craft Beer Channel, they're sort of hosting that, and then they're also doing one with Cloudwater, and it's just like good value. It's like 6 Cloudwater beers for like £30.
£30, yeah. I saw that. And
then I thought, like, then I'll just get a couple more stuff to take it up over the £40.
So you don't have to pay for the
Yeah, and it's quite a good deal then. But I don't know if I might try to hold off till next week, because it said they're not posting those beers out until the end of next week anyway.
Thursday, isn't it? Yeah. I did a purchase on Cloudwater. I bought a 4-pack of the single hop Equinox, and I bought 2 cans each of the my continued improvement. What's it called?
The stout.
Yeah, they do that one, and they do the Mexican hot chocolate version.
Okay. Yeah, because that's one of the beers I thought I'd just stick in there, because when I looked earlier on today, that beer was still on the website, and then when I went back like an hour or so ago, sold out.
Yeah.
So I was like, I should have done it, because like Rob said that it's like one of the best stouts is had.
Is it really?
The just the standard version, not the Mexican version. But so I was a bit gutted, but there's always another beer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's always something else.
Were you talking about your favourite beers you've had this year, or?
Yeah. John in the comments said, any standouts? What's been yours so far?
Last year I had talking of stouts, I had it was the Track Magnify. Do you know that coconut stout they did?
Yeah.
That's probably my favourite stout of last year.
Mm-hmm.
This year I don't know really. It's hard to because I need to start putting them on Untapped or something, or taking photos, because it's hard to keep track, isn't it?
Yeah, I've just been. I literally just put them on Untapped. I don't rate them or anything like that, just to remember that I've had it.
Yeah, exactly.
because if I remind myself that I've had it, I'll be able to go, oh, okay, yeah, I like that one, or I'll go, no, that one was shit. But like, I just literally do the barcode, and then that's it. I don't even rate them, or just for my reference.
I sometimes do them on just put them on Instagram now and again, but yeah, I think probably pale beers. I think about it. I had some Polly's Brew beers a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago, and they were really good. Like that. Did you see Rob's review of it? Was the Sabro Pale Ale?
No, I don't think I watched that one.
It's called Oh My, I think it was called.
Yeah.
It's only like 9.5, but it's really nice. It's like Sabro, really Sabro forward.
Mm-hmm. Was it single hop or was it
single hop? Yeah,
single hop.
It might be with one other. I'm pretty sure it's single. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had anything from Polly's, and it's funny really because of the lockdown situation. I've been getting more sort of brewery boxes rather than like mixed packs, like Honest Brew, like I used to do or whatever. So I haven't had that much variation of breweries really. What's this?
It's probably the thing to do.
The Gamma. Oh, I nearly picked the Gamma New England IPA was one of the ones I had in my basket that I put back.
Oh, was that what site was that from? Or was that from Tesco? Do you mean? Sorry.
Yeah, that was from Tesco. Yeah, so I just responded to that comment. Yeah, there was the Gamma and London. Was it London Beer Factory?
London Beer Factory, I think.
Yeah,
I've not been known anywhere near them.
Yeah.
Isn't Kingslayer and Rain Shadow going to be in Tesco too?
Yeah, and I'll get getting
that.
8 Faith, £9. Jesus.
Yeah, they didn't have Faith. Otherwise, I would have got a 4-pack of Faith if they had it.
I've still got that beer in the fridge actually. Although it's just about on the end of shelf life now, but I think literally
it'll still be fine. I think.
What's that one? The Blueberry Sour.
Yeah, I bought that in. When did I buy that? In January, I think. It's just sat there.
We got to go back to the Brick Tap Room because we're too hammered really. I've got videos of us trying to do like a review and stuff there, and we're hammered.
Just slurring your words.
Slurring words, just dicking about, not taking it seriously, like not real, being very coherent.
You've got to release those kind of reviews, those kind of videos.
I use them for blackmail. I'll release them in there.
I've got the Birmingham hotel room, so
exactly. That's why I won't release any
currency. Currency of you.
I have an insurance. So,
I've got was it that same London trip where we went to the bagel place, Craig? Or was that a different London trip? That was different, wasn't it? Where we went to Brick and stuff.
Yeah, we went to.
Or was that the same trip? I can't remember now.
That was the same trip.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. Was it? No. So the time we went to the bagel place was when we went up around
Oh yeah, it was a
winter
different
time, and
trip,
then
yeah.
it was the second time was when we went to Brick
Yep.
and went to the experiment, and
That was we done a couple of meetings.
because that first trip where we went to the bagel place, I've got loads of videos of us fucking dicking around as well.
I've got a review in
Kill the cat.
Kill the Cat.
Yeah.
I've got a review in there. We done a Wyland beer, and we was on the edge there.
Yeah.
Halfway through a review, I just went walking off.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, just like random. But no, it's good. Good times.
I was watching your Indie Man video that you did with Rob last year.
Yeah.
That was funny as well. Where you were like doing the kid pretending to kiss, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of a joke on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just going in for it, playing like chicken.
Good man, what an experience.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a very good frame of mind going into that, to be honest.
No,
But
but it was a great festival, and that was probably that and my London Craft Beer Festival video. They're my two favourite videos that I did last year.
London Craft Beer Festival was that festival just blew me away. I was gutted about what's been. I don't think they're going to be doing it in November.
Yeah, so they should have done the sort of thing like we'll just do it next year, I think, and just done it at the same time next year, because there's so much shit in November. There always is, like September, October, November.
It's a long way off. There's other festivals. It's near Christmas. It's like I don't know. I was looking forward to this. That was my highlight of the year. Go. I actually booked a hotel room in like September last year.
Mhm.
I thought I'm doing the whole thing. Just going to book a couple of nights. Look at it, really cheap, £80 for 2 nights. Literally just up the road in London. It's like, and I left. I knew it was going to be cancelled, so I left it as when they announced. I was like, yeah, cancelled that. I don't have Pop C as well.
Yeah.
So,
Is out there with one of the better ones in the country. That one is out there with like your Indie Man. Yeah,
LCBF is like I think LCBF and Indie Man are almost two different types of festival. They're both ridiculously good. They're both amazing.
Yeah.
LCBF is just huge.
Yo,
LCBF is good. You're right, James.
how's it going, guys?
All right, James.
Doing not bad. Not bad. I didn't realise we were going live. I thought we were just doing a what do you call it?
no, I didn't either. I didn't either. I was in, thought, if there's anyone around,
Oh yeah.
I'll throw it up. And then there was 3 people said, "Oh yeah, I'll join." I was like, "Okay then."
Yeah.
So
No, it's good. I don't mind. I was just surprised. I'm doing well. Just having a wee sip on this. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Chernobyl. Sorry, I'm playing Chernobyl. I was watching it. I was watching Chernobyl. I clicked the
nice
wrong
up
thing.
series.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm watching Chernobyl, and I was drinking this guy. So this brewery, they're a very like small local Malmo one, and I tried their Stones lager recently, and it was really good. And then people commented and say, "Have a go at the Fiend Pilsner as well." These are 2 of the best lager beers that I've had that outside of Germany. I have to say, this guy really has a knack for the Pilsner beers, so I need to get some of this to Peter, I think, because he likes these lager beers.
Is that what they specialise in?
No, actually, it's the first beer I ever had from them was it was a really old school West Coast IPA, Citra, Simcoe, and then USO 5 East, like properly homebrewy type thing, and it was really nice. And then I think I reviewed that like 3 years ago, and then all of a sudden they, you didn't see anything from them for a while, and then I got a collaboration shared, did that review, and the guy said, "Oh, you'll be seeing more from us soon." And then 2020, they've changed the Systembolaget laws, so the local breweries can get in a lot more easily now. I think that actually started in 2019. But yeah, and these 2 lager beers that I've had recently have just been, top class. So it's a nice wee surprise, actually.
So what you want?
Cool.
Yeah. No, I mean it's just they released last month, and because we get the beers on like the 1st of the month every time. So I reviewed the Skånsk Lager that I got on the 1st of May, and people said, "Oh, try this one too." So I picked it up when I was in for my beers, and pardon me, in Malmö the other day. Great.
Explain where are you based, James?
I'm in a city called Lund, which is about, is it 15 or 20 k's? It's about 10 minutes or so on the train, roughly, from Malmö and Skåne in the very south of Sweden. So, yeah. So yeah, this is just one of the really very small local things. I'm very close to Copenhagen actually. So when I fly here, I fly to Copenhagen and get the team. It's about 40 minutes on the train from Copenhagen. So that's good.
Not good options for beers then.
Oh yeah. Copenhagen. There's new breweries popping up in Copenhagen as well.
Yeah, I saw an article a few weeks back. Once all this sort of stuff is hopefully under control, they're talking about doing a train from London to Sweden, I believe. Certainly Copenhagen, and then going on. Apparently.
Oh, okay.
So that'd be interesting.
That'd be good, yeah.
Be interested to see how much it costs as well. It'll be interesting to see how much it costs. So.
Oh yeah. No, that would be cool.
Cheaper than flying, but then who knows what flights prices are going to be after this anyway. But
yeah. No, I think it's
the days of cheap travel have gone forever, I believe.
They might be cheap initially, but when people start getting back into the swing of going abroad again, that's when they'll ramp up the price.
Of course they will. I mean, going away. You can imagine going away in like August in like 2 or 3 years' time. It's going to be like, yeah, good luck.
We need to see. I do wonder. Maybe people will be scared to travel. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and it's also from you look at what British Airways are doing or intending to do, where they're going to lay off their staff and then rehire them for half their money or whatever the hell sort of scandal they're doing.
Well, just eroded contracts. That's
the thing is. I wouldn't be surprised, but I have to admit, for the British government, I wouldn't be surprised because a lot of them are shareholders in a lot of these companies. They'll find some way to get away with that.
Mm-hmm.
They will find some way to kind of screw them in that way. But I have to admit, I've just got very little confidence in that lot. I think I don't know, that lot that sit down there, I think they're very, very corrupt. Yeah. Let's not get into the politics too much. Yeah.
Didn't Virgin Air or Richard Branson's company, didn't he fire a lot of people?
Oh yeah. It was
Did he not
pretty early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was looking for a bailout, wasn't he? Which is ludicrous, really, because they reckon his personal wealth could have covered it
quite easily.
Yeah.
Don't want to dip his hand into his own pocket. No.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that someone did the maths, and it was like if he gave £500 a month to all of his staff, he'd still have so many billion or whatever. I can't remember the exact thing, so quote me on that, but.
Yeah. But the thing is, they'll try and get away with that because it affects, people like that will try and get away with that because it affects so many people. And then the government, essentially, the onus is on the government then because it's the tax revenue. Because this is an argument I find that's really interesting when you think about, say we're not going to get into economics and politics and stuff, but I find this really interesting because if you look at the UK over the last, since the Second World War, gradually, a lot of our tax used to come from business taxes, but if you watch it, it's kind of reversed. It's reversed over the years because most of the government's coffers now is filled by personal tax. It's our tax that really fills their coffers. It's not so much the business tax and the corporation tax in the way that it used to be, because corporation tax has been going down while personal tax has been going up. A lot of businesses now get away with these kind of things, I think the UK's tax scheme doesn't. I think the UK's tax scheme isn't sustainable because the wages haven't increased. But if you look at how, for example, Sweden and Denmark do it, they've got a very universal tax thing. So even if you're even if you're very low paid, your wage is still high enough. Your wage is still high enough. So like there's more a focus on maintaining like disposable income levels than trying to keep than just shoving up wages or whatever. You see what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's I think the UK's approach to this having £12,000 a year tax free, it's just ridiculous. They'd be better putting wages up and then actually also doing some price controlling and maintaining the disposable income level, but they don't take that approach at all. I think I just don't think they really know what they're doing, because they're always, everything in the UK, like in England especially, your health service is underfunded, your your schools are underfunded, and it's because the government's, their tax system doesn't work. I really think it's just the tax system doesn't work. But sorry, I'm ranting on about economics. I'm blowing the arse off you. Sorry. Yeah.
No, it doesn't work, but they fucking take enough of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rich get richer, the poor get poorer.
Exactly. I feel I've got much more confidence in the Swedish and the Danish governments and to a degree the Scottish government than I do in the Westminster government. But that's,
Talking about lagers,
Good save, Rory.
yeah.
how do you call it GIMP as well?
I don't
Why
know.
have you
That's
got your name GIMP?
that's just my name of choice.
Okay.
Now, you were saying you bought some Utopian lagers, didn't you, Jake, earlier
Yeah.
the other week? That's just the kind of thing you want to drink, really, isn't it? This kind of, when it's hot. And
Oh yeah. Like me and Craig for the last couple of nights we've been trying to do, because we've both got their lager, their lager and the unfiltered version. So we're going to do like a side by side of those to see how different they are, how different can they be, sort of thing, and look into that. But we just haven't been able to fucking get our act together. If it was Craig one night, it was me the other night, so it was hard to organise it. But they were good. I mean, I had their Pilsner the other night, and it was decent. I mean, it's like, I wouldn't say it's like the best Pilsner that I've ever had or anything like that, but it was damn good. And the fact they use all British ingredients, so they use British hops, they use British malt, to make these sort of Czech and Bavarian styles of lager.
Quite interesting, actually.
Well, yeah, they're like from Devon, and like they're brewing. They're solely a lager brewery.
Am I remembering right? Devon's like Norwich area. Is that
no? Devon's right
Bristol?
Near Cornwall. So
Cornwall, yeah, it's the next county.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
So they're right down in the sort of southwest of the country.
Yeah.
But the Maybach I had was really good. It was a really good.
That's like a stronger kind. That's a stronger lager, isn't it? Maybach.
Yeah, so theirs was 7%, which is bang on from Maybach, really.
Yeah, like I said, I'd be interested to see how the hazy lager will taste compared to.
Yeah, obviously you get a lot. Well, I assume you'll get a stronger yeast flavour. The yeasty characteristics will come through more, because that's essentially what's in suspension.
Yeah, a lot more bready and things like that.
Yeah, potentially sweeter as well, because obviously the yeast is not
has all the sugars and
eating all the sugar, so or it's not been stripped out during filtering. So, but that's just assumptions. It was more of like an out of interest thing, really, to just see what they are like side by side.
Yeah, I mean, in Czech, if you go to Pilsen, you can try the Pilsner Urquell unfiltered, and that's beautiful.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. That stuff. I got taken on one of those brewery tours that they do, and that was awesome. Everything was paid for. Basically, it was insane. So yeah, no, I had a great time there. But I really want to go back there and do a little bit more filming. I need to get like a GoPro and just go and explore Czech a bit more. That's definitely something I'd love to do.
Yeah,
Czech and Hungary would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to go to Czech as well. I don't know. It'd just be I want to try like all those different pours that they do.
The foams and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of like the same beer, we'll see how much it affects it really. It's just pure again. It's just out of interest for no other reason than to satiate
Probably
my
exactly the same.
Yeah.
I
Just
just
get less
remember
beer every time.
that weekend I was in Pilsen, I just drank so much of that beer. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was insane. Yeah. Crazy.
And like, eating out there is really cheap as well, isn't it? I've heard.
Yeah, you have to watch in Prague because they're sneaky in Prague. They try and charge you like service charges and stuff, which is actually illegal. And they bring shit to the table that you don't ask for, and then they charge you for it.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I've experienced stuff like that in Italy. Like when I went to Venice, we went to like a couple of really like tourist trap restaurants just because we were like hungry, and they try and do that sort of shit there. But then when you go to like an off the beaten track restaurant, they don't try any of that stuff. But you go to like the tourist places and they just do anything to like make that extra couple of euros.
Yeah, no, that's it. But probably their rents are sky high, so yeah. That's it. You always try and get somebody local and you ask them to show you around. That's one of the good things about doing the beery stuff. You can get somebody local to show you the good places.
Yeah.
I had still talking about lagers. I mean, I had a really weird one. There was a brewery, Stockholm Brewing Company did this beer called Italo Pils. And I was excited for that because I was thinking, like Birrificio Italiano, they're Tipo Pils, which is, if you ever see that, by the way, guys, try that. That's really, really good. But yeah, I had this one, and I think they'd used like a Vermont yeast in it. So it was like, they got the hoppiness right, they got the malt base right, but then it just had this fucking farmhousey stuff in it, and I was like, it was really weird. Like it was, that vegetally, woody, herbally type thing at the back of the mouth, and I was like, nah. I just thought that was really. I was like, nah.
I've heard of the Pivo pills that you're talking about. It's like quite herbal, isn't it? It's got like a herbally kind of.
Tipo pills.
Sorry, Tipo pills. Yeah, it's got like a herbally kind of flavour to it. Or is it?
Yeah, I think because I got this on the live stream the other day. I got this question like, "What is an Italian?" I think it might have been you, Craig, that asked it. What is an Italian pils? Maybe I'm thinking. I can't remember who it was that asked that, but yeah, it was like, "What is an Italian pill? What makes it different?"
Yeah.
But I have to admit, as I say, Tipo Pils from Birrificio Italiano, I was like, it's really good. If you ever see that beer, guys, it seems to have a good reputation about it's made a good reputation just now around Scandinavia. So maybe you guys will get it soon.
I think Peter the Master of Hoppets might have reviewed it a few months ago.
I did. I think he probably reviewed it at the same time as me.
Yeah, probably.
There's a really good brewery in Copenhagen now called Slowburn, and with Craig's friend actually, Simon, we drank
Simon, yeah.
Pilsner beers that they did, the Octo Pils, and it was really, really nice.
Oh, right.
So yeah, that's a really good one. I need to get a can of that and review it when the border opens again.
I think that Tipo pills is quite hard to come by though. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd never seen it before it appeared. We got it in one of the special lots in Systembolaget, so we were quite lucky. I think. So it just randomly appeared.
Is that relation to a chat you was on about, or I assume? I don't know.
He's maybe just asking good pubs in Edinburgh. I don't know. Hanging Bat in Edinburgh, you've got Brauhaus and Hanging Bat and stuff like that. Yeah, Brauhaus and Hanging Bat if you want a good beer pub. Stuart Brewing have their tap room down at the bottom of Leith, which is good.
It's what do you call it? Innocent Gun have got a tap room, haven't they? Is it in there?
There's an Innocent Gun place right next to it's an innocent gun place right next to Hanging Bat. But the last I was disappointed when I went into Hanging Bat. I thought I'm going to film a little out and about video, and they just had a tap takeover by Tiny Rebel. So there was no Hanging Bat, and it was all Tiny Rebel. Like, you have your own stuff, and they're like, no, it's just you've just come in the wrong day. If you came in like 2 days earlier, we would have had loads of our own stuff. So yeah. But yeah, those are the best. Yeah, Edinburgh Brauhaus, Stuart Brewing's tap room. I think Campervan Brewery have a tap room as well. Actually, that's worth looking up. I've never been to that. I think we're both down Leith, though. Let me look. Great beer, Edinburgh.
I'm drinking a beer from Ireland, just a Howling Gale Pale.
I've not seen 8 Degrees North in a while. Actually, I've not seen them for a while.
Yeah. So I've actually, this is my 5th beer from them. Believe it or not, I didn't realise I'd had so many. I've reviewed 1 or 2, but not all of them. Kind of thing. I think 1 or 2 beers I had like while I've been cooking, kind of thing, and didn't review them. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's more of a maltier pale ale. It's kind of a filtered type thing, but it's not bad. I mean, it's not crazy. It's got hops, is it? It did say on tap. Oh, here we go. Cascade, Simcoe, and there's something else. It's only saying 2 on there. There was a third. Perhaps they changed the recipe up.
Yeah.
It's what? Yeah.
Was that from your Beer 52 box?
Yeah, I've had it a while. So
yeah, I remember seeing that in there. Actually, when they were advertising it on Facebook, I think I saw that.
Yeah,
with the Irish.
Yeah, it's like that box. I've had it a little while. But yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. We've got a few more comments flying in. A couple. So we've got Adam Mersey Beers in the chat. If you want a link, let me know.
You're Adam. Yeah, James, are you going to the Copenhagen beer celebration in November?
I hadn't thought about it, but if it's on, I will. I don't know if I can still get tickets.
Evening, Joji. So
Vanessa,
let me know, she was here earlier.
If I can get a ticket, I'll go. Can meet up with Peter Master at the Hoppet again. Yeah, it's good.
There are ways and means of getting them in there, even if they sell out.
Yeah, I don't know. I can maybe, if they do sell out, I can maybe be cheeky and ask Peter to use his contacts. But
yeah,
I'll ask him.
Is it October?
I need to go. Peter invited me to go to Albury and things like that. He said, if I ever wanted to go off, I could just message him. I need to go. I want to go and explore Denmark a little bit more. I'd like to, because I know Peter and I like him. I don't know him so well, sort of thing. I'd like to actually have a proper weekend with him and get to know him properly. He's a nice guy.
He seems like a nice guy, doesn't he? With videos and stuff.
Yeah, everyone I know who's met him says he's really top, nice, down to earth.
He's a nice guy, actually. Yeah. I met him first with Rob. Yeah, we were at Marriott in Copenhagen. Yeah, I really want to get some of you guys out here and show you around Copenhagen and Malmö and stuff. It'd be awesome.
No worries, Adam. No worries, bud. You're doing all right.
Yeah, I've heard like the food scene is quite good in Copenhagen as well. And like going out to eat and stuff is pretty good in Copenhagen.
Yeah, you want to go down to the fish market, which is where War Pigs is, and there's like really good pizza places and stuff like that around there. That's good. And then Kiosk, you've got the really good bottle shop just along. I actually found out that there's a
there's a bottle shop in Copenhagen that only sells like Polish craft beer. So I need to go there and pick up some Polish stuff the next time I go over.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like Pinto.
It's like Trey Comply and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah.
I was too slow.
Going on to the Railway Porter
No.
from 5
All right.
Points. Haven't had it in a long while. But it tastes really good.
Yeah, I haven't either. I had their stout
Stout porter?
porter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that a month ago or so. It's on the backlog to post. I'm waiting for some cooler weather, and then I'll post a few stouts then. So, kind of thing. Yeah,
I've got one in the fridge from Garage Brewing Company that's in Barcelona. I've got it's Garage and Collective Arts. It's called Whale Mist, and it's like an Imperial Berliner Weisse, like an Imperial Berry Berliner Weisse. I was thinking about, yeah. I was thinking I might film that and then come back in a little bit.
What's the ABV on that one?
8.5.
Is it? Bloody hell.
Yeah, because
It's not bad.
it's really unusual that actually. That was one of the reasons I got it. So I was like, oh, and a Berliner Weisse at 8.5%. I was like, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's get
Yeah.
that. Yeah. But yeah, in the local release, we've got the local release of beers in like 2 days, and there's 150 beers this time coming out. So
Blimey.
yeah, it's a bit crazy that.
Is that the place you were saying, that Swedish?
Systembolaget, yeah.
Yes, it's a yeah.
Yeah.
So we think we get it. Sorry.
Sorry, what were you asking me? Sorry.
I was going to say, we think we get it good in Tesco's. Like, we think we have good in Tesco, and you think, compared to that, it's nothing really, is it?
To be honest, I think Tesco's improved a hell of a lot. I mean, I have to say, a lot of people in Sweden complain about Systembolaget, but I have to say a few things for it. It does keep the prices down, and in fairness, we actually do get a number of imports. I mean, I think, we've got a lot more disposable income, I think, than because you guys are paying what, 7? If it's like, let me think, like, let's say like you've got a double IPA from like Cloudwater or North or whatever. You guys are paying like £8 for a can. Is that about right?
No, 5, 6. If it's a double IPA, 5.50, you'd say.
Yeah, well, yeah, depending on who, 5 to 7 at a very top end.
Yeah.
Right. So £5, that's like 60 crowns, and then £7 will be 7 times 12. Brain's not working. Fucking hell. 7 times 12 is 84. 84 crowns. I can get like a Stigbergets or an OO or Dugis. You get a double IPA from them. In the can, you'll pay about 50 crowns for that. So that's like £4.50.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if you consider, obviously, the incomes here are higher. Living costs are usually 30% higher. That's one of the weird things.
Yeah.
It's a bit cheaper, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So beer is weirdly cheap, and in fairness, they do get a good selection of like international stuff. I mean, we've had. I've got a bottle of beer from Slovakia, Pivovar Schenk, who I've never heard of, like a sour beer brewery from Bratislava. I've got that.
Really?
Yeah, I've got
Sour beer brewery.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's weird. And, I mean, we've had a few beers from AF Brew in Russia recently. You get Italians.
I've heard a lot about them.
Well.
I've heard a lot about AF Brewery recently. If it's from you or other people, it just seems to be an up and. Is it one of the Heights Russian breweries or?
I think it's AF Brew and Zagovor. So AF Brew are in St. Petersburg and Zagovor are from Moscow. These seem to be the two that I've made. They've been around Scandinavia and brewed collaborations with like Amar and Stigbergets and Lervig and stuff. They're the ones that are doing that. So I think these are the first two breweries that are big enough.
Yeah. Where's Zagovor at Dark City? I think Zagovor have been over to the Northern Monk Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to a Dark City, so.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
Or
do a lot of
Dark
festivals.
and Wild, or whatever it's called, the most recent one.
Yeah. That was last year. Yeah. I want to do. I'm going to be. The trouble is, tickets are going to go like that when everything's sorted.
Mhm.
Try and get a ticket to a festival. I think it's going to be so difficult. Everyone's going to be on it. So, like,
Yeah, next year,
there's no
next
fucking
year,
ground.
if you want to go to a festival next
gonna be
year, you're going to have
impossible.
to get on it. And
Straight
obviously, a
away.
lot of anything that was sort of pre-booked, a lot of people have said it just carries over till next year. So that means there's even less
Yeah,
tickets next year.
this is the thing. That's the thing that I'm like, oh, you know.
Well, like you said,
Yeah.
that's when a share would be better, wouldn't it? A share would. I think I'd have probably more fun at a share with you guys than I would. Well, to be fair, I'd still have loads of fun at a festival, but you know what I mean.
Everyone, I'd like a real big group for us to go to a big beer festival. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be like herding cats though. It'll be like, here's a central point.
Yeah.
Everyone come back here.
Yeah,
go off and do your own shit, and then come back here.
No, but just do the whole festival. Just don't do one session. Just do the whole thing.
Yeah,
There's always
like
good.
the first Hop City, we did, Craig. We did the whole thing.
Oh, that was awesome. That was good.
Yeah. I was messed up.
We
for
done
like a
about
week, but-
like 80%, but then we did do 80%, 90% of the whole beer
Yeah,
list.
we ticked off more or less every beer.
We done literally everything. We're doing like 30, 40 beers a session.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good though.
There's always good events around it as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Not just the actual.
The fringe
Yeah.
events.
Yeah.
The before and during. It's like that's the thing, isn't it? You always lose track of that. You think,
Yeah.
oh, the festival, and then
Yeah, it's like I remember
there's also
one.
these amazing venues just going
Yeah.
fucking nuts. One brewery,
Like
takeover
one
from
one
them,
Hop
or they-
City, we went. Okay, it wasn't the one where we did all the sessions, but it was one after where we went to the pub that's on the way back from Northern Monk, Cross Keys.
Crosskeys, just up the road, yeah.
And they had Magic Rock Tap takeover, didn't they? And it was like,
Yeah.
and after going to Hop City and then having like pints of like Common Grounds.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
such like a, oh my god.
It was
like
common grounds.
after having all those
it was on
hoppy beers. Yeah.
Common grounds on cask. That's
Yeah.
where Harry was wrecked.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That was Harry was really bad. I've never experienced anything like it where he was talking to me, and to an outside listener, it would have sounded like he was just saying a sentence, but it was complete gibberish, but in perfect cadence. It was unreal.
Perfect order.
Yeah, it was just it sounded like words.
We've all
It sounded
been
like
there.
words, but it wasn't any
In the wrong
distinguishable words.
order. In the wrong
Yeah.
order.
It was just babble, but it sounded like he was talking. I was like,
Yeah,
Harry, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah, I was like that last year at Indie Man. I got the right in this. I was just got too drunk, and then
No, you were
forgot
right
that
until
I
after.
actually had to get. Oh man, I was all right, but then it started to go downhill as soon as we was trying to get back to Yorkshire, and it was just like, nah, that didn't work too well.
I heard about the one where you said on the Indie Man one where you told the bouncer to what was it? He said, what did you say?
You're talking above your station.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
That was great. That'll go
That's-
down in history as
that's-
one of the best Craig moments ever.
That was
Yeah. You're talking
outside
above your
of-
station,
that
mate.
was Cloudwater. That was outside Cloudwater.
Yeah.
That's like an Alan Partridge flipping going on there. What did he say to deserve that
I
then?
just-
Craig
what he said,
was talking to
He
him
was just
about
being a bit of an idiot.
there's no signage on the Cloudwater stuff outside.
Wow.
And he was telling people about this bouncer was trying to tell people why there's no fucking signage, and it was absolutely just bollocks.
Having no idea at all, yeah.
Yeah, and Craig went like stopped him like mid-flow, like you're talking way above your station, mate. And I just creased up laughing. But the bad guy was like oblivious. I don't think quite understood what like Craig said to him.
I mean, it's just
And then
Was
we
he a
went
big
to
man,
track.
obviously?
No, he was one of those little scrawny fucking
Oh, right, okay.
sort of like scrappy
Well, it's
bouncers.
just, you get these people that they think they're important sometimes, and it's actually
Yeah.
really you're just talking rubbish. And
He was talking like he
Yeah.
was the authority on Cloudwater, and it was some
Yeah.
nonsense, like it was some nonsense about not being able to display the logo, and then you look around and every other building has their logo on it,
Yeah.
and it's just bollocks. They just probably haven't got round to putting a sign up, or the sign's
but-
down for maintenance,
Yeah, which
or
is fine,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is fine,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
you got to bounce to me this. It's like,
yeah.
nah.
What he should have said was, I don't know, but he
Yeah,
was trying to
but
tell us
the
a weird
trouble is these
convoluted
people-
story about why they didn't have a sign up.
Yeah, you get certain people on a power trip, they think they know everything, then it's like, well, yeah, you just stick to being a security guard, mate. You're all right, you know.
Yeah, I get a bit of a
I
power
don't
rush when I'm on the door. Well, do you know when you're letting people in and out of the door? You supermarket, I get a bit of a power rush on that one as well.
People do though, don't they? They get a bit of authority or responsibility,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it's like
Yeah,
they just talk
talk away
rubbish.
about your
It's
station,
like,
mate.
Shut up.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It's just you could see it though. It's just oh my god, please don't.
And
People
then we
shut
went-
up. It's like just stop. I wasn't interested anyway. I was
then we went
leaving.
to-
We was leaving
Yeah.
anyway.
We were going to track, which felt like we were going into like some crack den.
Really?
Oh my god, track was like up 20
It was
flights
cool.
of stairs and
But
It
it
was
felt
good,
mostly
but
abandoned,
Jesus,
didn't it? The building felt mostly abandoned.
yeah, but if you've got rough up there, it's like you've got to get back down them stairs. How are you going to do it?
I got
It's just
like lost going for a piss. I was like, where are the toilets?
it was a nightmare, wasn't it? It was a real.
And then
I mean, I
there's
think they're sharing
prostitutes
with
in there as
couple-
well.
I don't-
Isn't there prostitutes
just-
just down the way?
Yeah,
Hey?
there
know.
might be Rory.
Maybe next time.
We
But
didn't see
no,
any, but
it just.
So-
no, I missed
They-
that.
they
But
got a
no,
track record. Sorry.
Oh god, we're going off the rails now.
Don't worry, we'll keep chuffing along.
Jesus.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Anyway, I better head off because I've got to go to work tomorrow. Got to be up fairly early.
Oh, you take care of Rory. Take care of
Yeah,
Rory.
you too, mate.
Cheers
Nice
for
to see you,
joining.
Rory. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to
Yeah,
speak to
you
you,
too,
Rory.
man. Yeah, take it easy, Jake. Take it
Okay,
easy, everyone.
See you guys.
See you later. See you later.
Right.
Nice one.
What I might do then, I might go and film that bit on ice and then come back in like half an hour. Yeah. Do that.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in half an hour.
See you in a bit.
Cool.
Half
This might be
an
my last beer, but
Yeah, I was going to say. Tell you what.
but it
It's only after work.
depends how long it takes. Yeah. I thought I hadn't had this in a while, and it's tasting really good, to be honest. I don't know if this is the freshest can because I got it from like a Beer 52 box.
Yeah.
Oh, what does it say? Bottled
Yeah.
on 13th for the 5th. What month are we in now?
It's the 5th. It's the
Oh,
first
so it's pretty fresh then. Normally, I'm used to sort of
2 weeks.
Beer 52 cans being
Oh, was it Beer 52 jobby, is it?
yeah. I got it
So
in
is
a
that-
Beer 52 box.
What, like literally recently?
Yeah, I got
a
the
few
box
days
like
or something?
I got it like last week.
Okay. Yeah, I'm always behind on there, but I always seem to be literally a month behind. Once the new ones come out, I'm the month before kind of job.
Oh, really? Yeah, I think that's what happened to me because like Peter got like, I saw he posted this like amazing box of the Earth Station beers in and this stuff, and then I got this box
Yeah,
filled with just like random crap. But some of them have been pretty good.
Yeah.
I had one today.
Oh,
I can't remember what it was. It was awful. It was an IPA. It was not good. Probably the worst beer I've had this year.
Yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed with them with the Virginia beer box. I got the 12 box.
Oh, I remember you saying they filled it with non-Virginia
And
beers.
they filled it with just like wild weather, and although it's not the brewery's fault. They're still okay, but
Yeah.
when you're expecting and I've got Santo dry hop lager from Siren, which was actually had last night. It's all right.
Mhm.
And then there was 2 other tiers that you get in the 10 box that weren't even in the 12 box. It's like fucking hell. I
Yeah, I would have
paying
got
for
10
a 12
yeah.
box, and if I'd have got a 10, I would have got them 2. Not, I'm not paying extra for stuff I can get normally. Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of pissed. I was a bit pissed at that, but whatever.
But I don't. It was only because Harry had a free code, so
Yeah, I mean, have you
Grabbed
cancelled it or?
no, I need to cancel it.
Don't forget. That's
No, I won't.
the thing.
Yeah.
the amount
Well,
of people
it
forget
was
to-
funny. I mean, because actually, in the end, I actually used my. I messaged my dad. I was like, "Oh, do you reckon I could just sign up to this thing?" Because I did it originally with my details, and then I got an email like the day after saying like you've used too many codes, like your
You're taking
household,
a
like
piss.
because I used a new email address. So I just created a new email address, but it was like like people in your address have used this code too many times. So I was like, "Oh, I'll do it to my dad's house."
You're running out of addresses.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I need to cancel that, otherwise my dad will get charged. Because they just don't seem worth it. Like for the amount of money that they are, like I think for 25 quid or whatever it is, like you could get a lot of good beers for 25 quid.
I mean, there's certain boxes that like the Virginia box, but then when you order it, what box you're going to get? You're going to get that one or the full?
I thought I was going to get the one because actually in the because I'm not going to complain about it, like because in the end I actually paid $5 because I added 2 extra beers, and if not it would have been completely free. Not even, you didn't even have to pay postage, which is mad. So it would have been completely free, and I thought, oh well, I'll just pay $5 for the extra ones. But when they sent me the email confirmations, it was that Earth Station pack and everything like that, and I was like, oh, okay, that's good. At least I've got that one. Then when I got the delivery, sort of like this has been dispatched, it was all like the random beers that I got.
Yeah.
And that was like the photo had changed from when I ordered to when it got delivered. So I was like, that's. But I'm obviously not going to complain because like I'm sort of playing the system.
Right,
So-
I'll be 2 seconds and I'll be back. Got to do quickly. Yeah. I'll be quick.
No worries.
So
There's no comments. I don't know what I'm going to talk about.
I'll be 2 seconds. Sorry.
Yeah. There's no worries.
It's on you.
Yeah. Well, anyway, do you want to know Craig's deepest, darkest secrets? Okay, I can fill you all in and tank his channel right now. 1, he has a massive collection of puppets that he enjoys playing with. Marionettes, sock puppets. If anyone's watched this, that'll be amazing. What else does he have? What else? Another deep dark secret about Craig that I can divulge. He owes £65,000 to the Latvian mafia. Because his name's not actually Craig, it's something else, but he changed it to dodge the Latvian mafia. What else? It's been longer than 2 seconds. I suppose I could get some. Oh no, I can't even share my screen because he has to enable it. I was going to say I can put a musical interlude on, but I can't even do that. Let me see what it's like on YouTube. I'm going to be able to play it through the microphone. Yeah, it's been way longer than 2 seconds. Is really fucked me over, really? Where is he? So, what you guys drinking? Let me know. See, now I just went down a rabbit hole clicking through YouTube then. What riveting entertainment that must be. I literally forgot what I was doing and started scrolling through YouTube videos. Let's see, what is there on YouTube that we can watch? Oh, I can hear movement. He might be coming back. Save me. Save me so I don't have to talk to myself. Oh, look, Harry's on it. So Harry's on it's 2,000th review. Harry's on a Cantillon Goes 100% Lambic Bio 2014. Oh, he likes an aged beer, that boy. When did he put that up? Oh, today. Oh, here he comes.
Back.
He's back.
Sorry, dude.
That's no worries. I was just prattling on about bollocks.
Prattling on. No, I just have to do. Can you do that? Okay. Yeah, done.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Yeah. So, no comments. One
No.
bar. 6 people. What are you drinking? Where are you from?
If there's still 6 people watching after the shit I've just talked about, then that's commitment. There's just some bots in a.
Could be asleep. Who
Yeah,
knows?
they could have fallen asleep. Yeah.
I don't know. I do it on streams, and I wake up and it's like some random beer review video that I've already,
I do that so much. I do that when
Yeah,
I'm watching like a series on Netflix, and I wake up and it's like on the last episode of the series, and I'm like, fuck, turn it off.
I've watched like 8, and it's on its 12th.
Yeah,
So
and then you have to scroll back through to,
Yeah.
have I seen that? Have I seen that bit?
Mhm. It's a warm night. I've got the window open. It's like
It's not been so bad here because there's been a bit of a breeze, but
well, it was today. It was cooler today, but the breeze has dropped. It's actually quite.
It's supposed to be pretty hot tomorrow. I know that.
What for where you are in Ipswich?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a high 21, which is pretty warm, I suppose.
How far are you from the coast?
Not far at all. Not far. I mean, we live right next to like the River Orwell.
Oh, right, nice.
And then Felixstowe, which is sort of like the nearest seaside place, is like 10-minute drive.
I know Felixstowe.
Yeah.
It's, there's Landguard is
Landguard Fort.
that area. Yeah, and the fort and all. There's a bird observatory there and all that sort of thing. So I mean, I've been there a few times. So.
Yeah, there's fuck all else in Felixstowe. It's like that's where like
exactly.
all the
lots of container ships and shit like
Yeah.
that.
And it's sort of where old people go to die, sort of thing. It's where they retire, and you buy a house in Felixstowe.
Oh, you're in the right area then for your
Yeah.
for your
Yeah.
your hate.
Hatred of old.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. But yeah, because they keep trying to build a Weatherspoons there, but it keeps getting like rejected. But I think their Weatherspoons have finally got their grips on
Yeah, of course
Or
they will.
Felix,
They
though.
will eventually.
yeah.
Well, they will eventually. It's
Yeah,
just,
I think it's been sort of like 10 years they've been battling.
Yeah.
Morning.
morning. How you doing? Are you doing all right? Yeah, it is morning as well. So I assume you're in the UK. So yeah, cool beans. Are you drinking anything? Let us know. Can't sleep. Too hot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's been the-
Insomnia.
It's they're going to try that launch of the, what was it called? The SpaceX launch. They're going to try it again tomorrow night, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm gonna be watching that. They done a test thing of something earlier. It fucking exploded. I don't know what.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've done it. It's like, I hope the astronauts didn't watch that. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I saw somebody a link earlier. The SpaceX Starship SM4 exploded during the latest round of testing. So I was going to watch it live, but for some reason I didn't. And then something interesting happens when you don't watch it. It's like-
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I don't really want to watch the thing tomorrow, but
Yeah, because like I think when it was due to launch the other day, you would have been able to see it more or less pretty quickly after the actual launch, like going overhead. But I think you're gonna have to actually wait for like another orbit before you're able to see it on Saturday.
so it won't be the first orbit, with the second orbit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know when they done the last Starlink, they took off from Cape Canaveral, and within 20 minutes it was overhead, and it was absolutely amazing. You could properly see the thing went over with it obviously gone out, and they were releasing the satellites, and there was about 3 or 4. You could actually see the reflection of the individual, and it's incredible. It was just one of them. It was a bit earlier. It was about a month ago, so it was a bit. That's the trouble at the moment, because it's getting lighter or darker, shall I say, later. So there you go. Round temperature 70 odd, and they use local spoons more than a regular piss pot. Yeah, it's about price and stuff. So,
and you know what you're going to get as well, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. So keeping it light, have Dead Pony, Punk IPA, and Lagunitas. Lagunitas is a nice.
Yeah. God, I haven't had Dead Pony in ages. I almost fancy getting some Dead Pony.
Yeah, the last time we I think we done a review, a live one with Harry or.
Oh, that was with Peter. I think it might have been on Peter's channel.
I think it's Peter, yeah.
And Dean, I think.
Yeah, it was with bottles, and it was shocking, wasn't it? It was just terrible.
Yeah, because it's on that review where I was like, "It's my favourite BrewDog beer." That was
it
years
was-
ago, wasn't it? It was like 4 years ago, maybe. Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago.
It's a while back.
But and I was like, "It's my favourite BrewDog beer," and then at the end of it, I was like, "Oh God, it's like Dead Pony's been ruined for me."
What I remember of Punk as well, it varies from batch to batch.
Yeah.
In the cans, although I haven't had Punk IPA for a fair while. Lagunitas is just solid. It's always solid. I always find.
Yeah.
So, and he's saying too hot for stouts and heavy beers. Yeah, I get that. It's just, I mean, I live on the coast, a bit like Jake on the east coast. So he's in Suffolk. I'm in Kent. But I'm literally a 10-minute walk from the sea where I'm at. So, but so
except I'm drinking a railway porter.
He's funny enough, I'm just finishing up a pale ale, so yeah. Okay. Oh, I'll post it. I don't care. Well, it wants to show itself. Is that actually going up? Yeah, we go. Drop out of school because one of the schools going to close down. You're out of school. What are we watching this for?
Shame.
Okay.
But you didn't have to drop. If the school's going to close, you didn't have to drop out. You just wait until the school closes.
Yeah, I mean, second wave. I'm more interested in if there is a second wave. What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to do lockdown measures again.
Yeah, but what are they going to do? What like the Chancellor come on the telly today and saying this, and that, and it's like, what's your plan if there's a second wave? What are you going to do? What are the government going to do?
Yeah.
If I'll be shocked. I'll be the way people have behaved around the last bank holiday.
Yeah.
Popular beaches and stuff. Certainly around here.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a second wave in like 7 to 14 days, and there's a spike, what are they going to do? All these plans and stuff. It's like they're all very well and good, but there's too many. I think they've lost. I think a lot of people have lost confidence in what they're actually doing through one decision that could be easily done like that, and I just think people are giving less of a shit about what that's it. Just they've only got themselves to blame. My school fees are 40k per year.
That's expensive. Well, you'd be saving a bit of money then, wouldn't you, if you're not going to school?
Yeah.
Think of what you can do with 40k.
Second wave, they'll lock us up again and stick their heads in the sand as per. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at the moment, I've got a situation where my daughter goes back to reception year is it the 8th or the 9th, whatever the Monday is. I think it's the 8th. Is it the 8th? I can't remember.
Yeah, it'll be the 8th.
So it's not the 3rd. So it'll be the 8th, yeah. So it's all very kind of like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday they're closing for deep clean, and then Thursday, Friday, and then homeschooling on Wednesday, that kind of thing. It's like, I don't know. It's very awkward because I'm in a fairly large house, but we've got 3 generations in this house and stuff like that. I've got my mum who's been recently told to shield, which is bizarre that we're this far into it now. She's been told to shield for 12 weeks. So I've got a 5-year-old going to school, mixing, coming back into the same household as type 2 diabetes in the house. How does that work? What the hell do you do? That kind of thing. So there's a big question there. Kids aren't susceptible. Yeah, I get all that. She could have it, have no symptoms, pass it on, blah, 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 blah. Gets there. Then what? Government experts, please. What's your shit on that? So, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want it to be all about this. It's just more about the uni thing, blah, blah. Stock up on beer, yeah, exactly. I've got a load of stuff. Christ, really? I don't know, mate. I just don't know. You've got a lot on your plate.
Yeah. Also, if Gloin the Hobbit is a Lord of the Rings or Hobbit
Yeah, I'm
reference, Gloin was a dwarf, not a hobbit. But there you go.
Wow.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, I'm gonna have a Titan bar here.
Oh, is that like a fake Snickers or a fake Mars?
It's a fake Mars from Audi, but they're cheap and
tastes exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Made in the same factory.
Probably. But yeah, it'd go well with Pale Ale, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But yeah, not. So I reckon he's going to be another. I thought someone else might join actually. I did post the link out to some of the Canadian rabble.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously not. So I mean, you could do this review, and then by the time he comes back, I'll be offline. So,
yeah,
just going to sit here and waffle about nothing. Whatever. There you go. You didn't say where he's from.
Trollland.
New Zealand. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
This next comment's quite good. I hate American companies. Name their beer to some German. Yeah. Well, I can't think of too many. I mean, Budweiser was originally set up by German people when they came over to America. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Right. Does anything else have a particularly German sounding name? Probably does, because I mean, they brought the Germans brought a few bits and bats over to America.
Yeah.
I mean, Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, it's German.
Originally German people that created that company.
Can't think off the top of my head.
I can't think of anything else that sounds too. Hefeweizen is an American beer.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, you can get it in America, but it's not. Yeah. It's not native American beer, is it? Hefeweizen. Well, obviously German. Weiss, it's like, yeah. It's not American.
Yeah. Yeah, the style originated around 1520 in breweries of Bavaria.
Yeah, South Germany. Yeah. But no, I mean, it's American wheat beer. American wheat beers, yeah. Of course. It's an American interpretation. But yeah.
It's throwing me for a loop now, trying to think of more American sounding Muller. Muller or Miller.
Miller, yeah. Muller was a good footballer.
Yeah.
He was German. Gert. Good old Gert.
Well, we're talking about football. The Premier League starting back up, isn't it?
I ain't given a date yet, have I?
Oh, I thought it was the 17th. Didn't they say 17th of June?
I haven't looked for a few hours. I
don't know. Have you watched any of the Bundesliga highlights?
I watch the games. So.
I couldn't watch the games. I can barely watch the highlights because it's just so weird without having a crowd.
It's boring.
It's very strange. It's like watching like Sunday league football, even though like they still score like amazing goals and stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like there's no atmosphere, but apparently they're going to like pipe in for the Premier League. They're going to pipe in sound. So if you're watching it, they get it like you're going to be able to hear crowd sound.
Oh, it's going to be pigeon rubbish. It's going to be awful. What if they score? They're going to put like cheering and stuff.
I heard that to make it a bit more like interactive and to get people participating, you can like vote on like what chants and stuff you want to hear and like what songs they want to play. I mean, it's all like crazy stuff, but
yeah. No, I mean, I'd love to do that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It's just the old Wonga, isn't it? It's just
exactly, yeah. Because I'd love to do an East Coast and a West Coast one, and that's like mega money.
Absolutely. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was just trying to work out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I watched the Dortmund Bayern game the other day.
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much won the league again. Ninth season in a row. It's like they just didn't turn up though. Dortmund. They were awful. I don't know why he's starting Sancho on the bench as well. I don't get that. I think he's going to leave.
Yeah,
probably going to the Premier League at some point. Oh, the Danish had. I didn't realise. Yeah, I don't. It's like really.
Yeah, it might help the watch because like I really struggle watching the highlights or anything.
No. Is that actually a beer?
Yeah. What Ithaca Flower Pet? Yeah. I had that beer when I went to New York.
Yeah, you don't get it here. I've never seen it. Never seen it. Let's have a look. Okay.
Yeah, I got a 6-pack of it from Kmart when I went there.
7.2. It sounds like it's it's an independent brewery. Okay. It sound for some reason I thought it was going to be like.
No, they are from New York.
No, but I thought it just sounded like the way it come up. It's like flower power.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was going to be like a subsidiary of someone.
They might be owned by somebody. I didn't think they were, but they might be.
Oh yeah, I know. I know.
We agree wholeheartedly.
This is not news. This is just confirmed. Yeah, I saw something about Sky was saying about the amount of games they were going to show. I never actually read it. Come up on my phone like yesterday or whatever.
Oh, well, be like a screen sharing app, so you can all.
I don't know. I haven't gone and sort of read into it, so I've been a bit kind of busy and stuff lately. Even though I'm stuck at home, I've been busy. Yeah, everything's going good. Moon Princess, everything's fine. Yeah, the old. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? It's
yeah, it's like a maximum of like 100 people allowed in the stadium. Like, so that includes security, clean people.
The thing is, if everyone's been tested and they're all fine, then spitting on the floor, it doesn't really matter, surely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that whole why is everyone on the bench wearing a mask when they've already been tested and they're fine.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing a mask then? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It's logic, isn't it? It's like I just don't get it. It's just weird, isn't it?
It's because they're sitting right next to each other.
Yeah, no, it's a bit weird, but I don't know. It's just the way it is, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. Right, I'm going. I know. James isn't come back, but I've got to go to bed. 1 o'clock
right.
is my limit.
We are staying safe and healthy. No problem.
Yeah.
Thanks
For the most part.
Yeah, I'll give him like 5 minutes, and then if he's not,
Oh, it's back.
Yeah, there we
Look
go.
at that.
there you go. I was going to say it's Jake's going because it's like at 1 a.m.
Oh yeah, sorry, no, I've kept you
That's no
later.
worries. Oh no, it's no worries. I'll
No.
go to bed.
Yeah.
All right,
Take
I'll
care.
speak to you guys tomorrow if you're about one for Harry's chat.
Yeah, and I'm
I'll
going to
probably
join
be on.
Harry's for a bit, yeah.
All right, cool.
I'll probably
Speak
be
to you
on.
tomorrow.
Take care.
No
Yeah,
worries.
cool.
Cheers.
See you.
See you later, mate.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, this.
It's all right.
Yeah. Oh, geez, this was really unusual, actually. It's this thing.
Just get
Wheel
this.
Mist. Collective Arts and Garage Beer Company.
I thought it was garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Humpback whale type things.
Yeah, so it's actually, I've never heard of this style, the Barcelona Vices and stuff. But I mean, look at this, mental.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, I'm fat. I'm not cute. I'm fabulous. But yeah, no, this beer was ridiculous. It looks like it's actually not far off the same color as my thing. But
There you go.
it was beautiful. They're talking about it being like a Barcelona Vice. So it's 8%, and it's got, because I was looking at this when I was like, does it have hops in it? Because I know that some breweries don't put hops in Berliner Weisses, but some of them put old hops in it, because if you put old hops in it, doesn't. I know that they do that with the Flanders Reds and things. It doesn't. It doesn't overpower the sourness. But this thing, it was really like thick and lactosey. It was like a milkshakey Weiss beer almost. That's one of the most quirky beers I've reviewed, I think, this year, I have to say. So if you see that, have a go at it, just because it's really random.
I mean, if the shops get it in or locally to me, I'll grab it. But I'm more reliant on whatever they get. I'm gonna not have before I buy, rather than go looking for online or whatever. It's just,
Oh yeah.
it's just whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the other thing is, I can maybe, because I think that will last for a while. I don't know how well Weiss beer age, but if I'm looking at coming to England for a bit later in the year, maybe I can bring you one.
Yeah, well, never mind with it otherwise.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
No, it was really nice actually.
Meaning to ask you while we're kind of on here, I didn't really get into it with you the other night or whatever. What's the story with this Reddit shenanigans? What?
Somewhat. Well, some guy, I don't know. His name was like. When I looked at his name, it looked as if it's some kind of Spanish type name. So he's either from Spain or South America somewhere. And apparently he was looking for a review of a beer that he was drinking, found mine, really liked it, and then just shared it on Reddit. And somehow, I don't know exactly how Reddit works. I think like it works like some way. It's about how many upvotes you get and how quick you get them. Like it's like time elapsed. So somehow my YouTube channel made it to the top of this subreddit that's called like Deep Into YouTube, which is basically about random shit on YouTube. So it made it all the way to the top of this subreddit, which is apparently quite popular, because I had people, some of my American friends, they were saying, "Oh, I saw you on Reddit. I saw your YouTube channel on Reddit." Apparently it made like the top. I don't know if it got into the top 50. My friend sent me a screenshot when it was at number 52. So
No, because my I heard you. I didn't read the whole thing when it was on the group chat. Something about Reddit and what's going on, and then literally about a day later, they started talking about I think Redbeard he brought it up on the Canadian beer kind of group chat thing. I was like, fucking hell. I was like, we've been talking about this like yesterday. It's like, so even they knew about it. It's like, what's
Yeah,
the
no,
deal?
it was because Red.
So
if you look on the thread, I don't understand how Reddit works fully, but Redbeard, he's
Yeah.
commenting on it and things. So
No, but this guy that shared your thing, he, you know, get him onto my channel. Christ. I've no
no
idea.
idea who it is. I think that must have been the first time that he'd seen the chat. By the sounds of it, it was the first time he'd seen the channel. I wish he would comment. I wish he would comment on one of the videos and tell me who he is.
Literally doubled your subs though in like a day or something stupid.
Yeah, it's just nuts.
I mean, is that real subs or what the hell's going on there? You know?
It seems to be. I mean, it's there's maybe
You're getting more views per video now as well, so it's just definitely real people, isn't it? So,
yeah, well, that's the thing is my friends have told me like Reddit's very good because you can build up like you can build like a really reliable sort of source of viewers and stuff. I mean, I've never been in it for the viewers, you know.
no,
But,
same as that. Christ.
yeah, no, but I mean, it's kind of it's people are watching and it's interesting to watch it. I quite like looking at the analytics and seeing, like if I do a Spanish beer, how many Spanish views am I getting? And things.
Yeah.
I quite like looking at it. I don't get hung up on it as some do, but you know, it's just really interesting. I'm getting a lot more American. I noticed that I'm getting a lot more Americans. There was a guy watching the channel from like Singapore and things as well. And he's like, "Oh, if you come to Singapore, I'll show you the craft beer in Singapore and stuff." So, yeah, I mean, it's more being my channel's more picked up followers. Like when I've gone, the thing with I've done a lot of Japanese beers, but the thing with that is it's more along the lines of you know, with the Japanese ones, they don't speak English so well, so you're not going to pick up many Japanese viewers. You're more looking at foreigners who are interested in the Japanese beers.
Exactly,
That's it. Because I mean, one of the guys I really want to invite onto one of the hangouts at some point is a guy called Nevit. Nevit's got a nice channel called Bearing in Mind, or is it Bearing in Mind? Bearing in Mind Beer Reviews. I forget exactly the spelling, but he's got a very nice channel and he's doing lots of Japanese stuff. So it'd be quite cool if you could meet him. I had a beer with him in Osaka the last time I was there, and we're going to do. I think he's going to. When I get out to Japan, we're going to go to Kyoto Brewing and do a bit of filming and stuff. So
I can't remember his name. He subbed me earlier. I'm trying to think of his name.
The guy's name's Nevit Reagan, but it's either Bearing in Mind or Bearing in Mind. I think it's beer. I forget. I think it's Bearing in Mind Beer Reviews.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Your mate who sent you a load of Treehouse, he subbed to me earlier on.
Chris Contreras. Yeah, Chris. Yeah.
No, what I meant by that was, when I said, all right, Chris, I done it on the. So I was like, yeah, that was the joke. He was like, when I posted it on the chat yesterday or the other day.
Oh right, okay, you know, because I was looking at that comment.
Yeah, that's what I meant by that. Is like, hello.
Yeah, Chris, that dude. I don't know how many.
That was a joke.
All right, no, I was just kind of. But no,
but I put it up when he said, "Oh, he's the guy who sent me Treehouse beers." I was like, "Hello."
Oh right, that's
what I meant by it. By the time we read it, there was no context. So
yeah, no, Chris has sent me. Sorry, I'm just going to shift over to my natural position.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I've just
shifty guy.
Years over the years, and
you're a bit shifty.
Yeah, yeah. Chris has sent me some like ridiculous stuff over the year. I hate to think how much that dude's paid on like DHL and shit because they always come DHL. So yeah. So it's it's all good. It's all good. So I'm just getting comfy.
Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, no, this one, Chris is I want to go, if I'm going to meet the Dutch guys at the end of September, I want to go down to Brussels, and I thought I want to do like Cantillon and stuff, so it'd be quite cool. Chris was quite keen for that, and Remy that you met the other day, I'm sure was it Remy or was it Herben? One of the Dutch guys actually live very close to the border, and it's really close to Destruize, and they were saying, "Oh, we need to go to Destruize." So that would be awesome.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that the other night for a wee bit. It was all right. It was it's nice to meet Thomas and that. Well, I've been following him for about 6 months or perhaps a bit more anyway, but it's mainly through like God, I don't see him very often. Joe, Beer Patrol Joe, and you know, but oh God, Nerd Sense and No Hype Beer Reviews. Them kind of guys. I saw them on his stream a few times. Like, oh, okay. So I went and looked up and like, oh, so I've subbed them all and then done the social media thing. And so that was like 5-6 months ago. So it's really nice to actually catch up with a couple of them.
Yeah, no, I talk to them quite often as well. I mean, they invited me down. They invited me to go to Borefts, which is the Molens Festival, and I was like, oh well, I'd love to, but my friend's wedding. But it actually wouldn't have interfered. That's the thing. But they're going to have. They said they're going to have a bottle share, so I'll go. I want to go down, and I said if I'm not imposing, it'd be cool to come down to the Netherlands because I think the date will work out after all. So they said, oh yeah, do it. So,
I mean, once everything's sorted and that, I want to do a lot more. I'm going to probably tell my daughter to probably Disney World, Paris at some point. Do that once things are, okay.
Yeah.
And then that will then help me do a few other bits that I want to do, kind of thing. So yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. There's a lot going on at the moment. So
yeah. Well, that's the thing as well. Is once I'm a bit more sorted and settled and stuff, I'm in that point. I need to decide. I'm looking at buying a place out here, and I'm trying to decide because I've been saving quite a lot. So I need to decide whether I want to invest the money in Asia or whether I want to buy a property here. I need to think about that a bit more. But yeah. Oh, it's
big decision.
Redbeard's here.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
What's up, Kerry?
Not much. How you doing, guys?
I did.
Doing pretty good. Yeah.
All good.
How are you?
Good. Cheers.
Am I? I'm all right.
What are you drinking, son?
I'm going to crack open a can of Meanwhile Down in Moxie, New England IPA from the Great Lakes Brewing Company out of Toronto, Ontario.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice looking can.
Yeah.
Very kind
Nice.
of comic book type.
Damn good beer.
Yeah. Actually, if you're keen for it, Redbeard, if the prices aren't mad for postage and stuff, it'd be cool to maybe do a beer swap with you at some point. Actually.
I would 100% be down for that, dude. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool.
Because I can get decent prices to send stuff out of Sweden because you've got a blanket price here to send 5 kilograms or whatever, and that's like 10. No, it's not quite. I'll look into that, but the prices aren't too bad to send stuff. So it'd be cool to do a swap for some.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's just.
Because Royal Mail.
It's like, nah.
Because that would be the thing. Like I found when I was still at home, Royal Mail's prices were fucking ridiculous. But like Post Nord is actually pretty good and it's reliable as well. So.
Oh, it's so expensive. Royal Mail. It's just like.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad enough in the UK. It's like UK. I just wouldn't even bother. UK to UK. Abroad, a bit more insurance, but I don't know.
Yeah. Post Nord.
Wait to see how this shit goes.
I've never sent anything across the pond, as it were. So I don't know what it costs.
No, I haven't done that yet. I'd like to, but it's just the price, not so much for the beers, it's just sending them. It's just like, if it doesn't get there, it's like, it's
Yeah.
a lot of money to lose.
I've sent out a few beer mails now, and I haven't had any. I had one where the can wasn't around the top, the seal wasn't good. Which anybody want? Hey Craig, you want to guess what brewery that can was from?
Oh yeah, that I can't remember it, but I know what. Yeah, but you're talking about
New Ontario.
Ontario.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hometown brewery. But yeah, that was the only issue that I had.
Now it's a popular thing, I'd assume, with the old thing on the top with all this bloody blah going on. So it's like,
You got to keep that
weird.
shit clean, man.
Yeah, it's probably more relevant now than 6 months ago when we was taking the piss.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's probably not a bad idea now. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't worry too much about that. Some people actually putting their cans and stuff in sink and just cleaning them and stuff before they open them. It's like,
Yeah.
not really. I want a beer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I crack it open, I pour it in the glass, and I drink
I'm
it.
not putting it in warm water. It's the point of putting it in warm water. It's like, no.
If it's a
Not really.
beer that you want to drink warm, I guess it'd be okay. But I like most of my beers kind of cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't want the temperature fluctuation. It's just open it and drink it, shut up, kind of thing, It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, is there any plans for your festival next year potentially going ahead, or?
Kind of waiting to see what happens and how things go, but hoping to get it rescheduled.
No, so there's no kind of like communication or anything yet, or whatever.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Cool. Damn. There, I was hoping to see loads of videos and stuff.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the trouble.
Yeah, it would have been
Everything's been
pretty
cancelled.
goddamn good.
Pretty much everything's been cancelled up until beer-wise until at the moment it looks like November. Over here.
Yeah, I don't know of any festivals that are kind of.
Yeah.
I didn't go
Just
forward
like-
as of yet, and it sucks so bad because I had a bunch, like probably at least 12 scheduled that I was supposed to go and help Highlander, and that's a
Right.
bunch of extra sexy money that was in my pocket. And on the big thing, like when I do work at beer festivals, I come home with a lot of free beer, and that then makes the money that I'm making even better because I'm not making that money and then having to spend it on beer because I'm getting so much beer. It like
Yeah.
working festivals for a beer company is a glorious way to supplement your alcoholism, as it were.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But I mean, it's almost you're getting paid double to a degree. You're getting your money for pay, and then you're getting beer that you spend your money as well. It's kind of like
Yeah. It's like a bonus on top of it, kind of thing. Yeah,
double up. Yeah.
it's awesome. And like, and going to festivals, like, unless they only have stuff on tap, which usually most breweries, when they come to a festival, even if they only bring stuff to serve on tap, they'll bring like at least a 12-pack or a 2-4 of cans and bottles to do like trades with their breweries and stuff. So I'll take like a 2-4 of the beer that I brought with me, and I'll go around and be like, "You got stuff I haven't tried? Trade," and come home with a bunch of new stuff I haven't tried yet. It's awesome. I love it.
How many breweries are there in Canada these days?
What was that?
How many breweries are there in Canada these days?
I don't know. You know what? I know that in Ontario, there's in the 300 range.
So you can grab a beer.
Mhm.
How many craft breweries in Canada?
Because I know that in Sweden there's about 450 or something. That's 10 million people. In Canada, you're 30. Is it 35 million? You guys?
Something like that. Apparently, we have over 970, so in the 1,000 range, I guess.
Hmm.
Apparently, there's roughly 7,617 different beers. I'm not sure how the hell they're able to keep track of that.
I would have thought it's more if you've got nearly 1,000 breweries. In fairness.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Means an average of only like 8 different beers per brewery.
Yeah, because if you look at Untapped and shit, normally it's most breweries have done at least 50 beers. So.
Well, it could just be like, well, obviously, like no brewery generally has 50 beers available at one time.
Yeah, it's just overall time.
Yeah,
so.
like I know of a few, like going back to New Ontario. Sometimes they'll only have like 2 or 3 you can buy. Gateway City here in North Bay. There's 3 breweries here in North Bay. There's New Ontario, Gateway City, and Big Water. Gateway City is the newer one. They've usually got at least 6 or 7 beers you can choose from. Big Water's a weird kind of brewery. They're like a membership type thing. They're only open on Thursdays from 5 to 9 p.m. Although not currently. I haven't been able to go there for like 2 months, and it makes me really sad because I bought the membership, which means every Thursday when I go in there, I get 2 growlers of like whatever beers they have on tap, and they make a lot of really good beers. So yeah, so it really varies between like how many beers a brewery has at one time for sure.
Yeah, I've actually got a half Canadian beer with me just now. I'm having it's called Whale Mist. It's a collaboration between Garage from Barcelona in Catalonia and Collective Arts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's actually they're calling it an Imperial Barcelona Weisse. So I'd never heard of this before, but if Barcelona Weisses are like this one, it's like really lactosey, milkshakey. But this one's brewed with it's 8%.
When they say Weiss, is it like a Berliner Weiss but Barcelona? So is it like a sour kind of?
It's only a little bit sour. It's actually more like a kind of milkshakey. It's like a very light sour.
That sounds kind of tasty. Like Collective Arts does some good lactose kind of things that I've had.
Yeah, see, they had one that I didn't get. They had the Collective Arts released a sour beer in Sweden. So after having had this one, I might look at it again because there were still some cans when I was in Malmö. They still had some cans of it, so maybe I can pick it up and have a look.
Collective Arts has got to be one of the bigger craft breweries that are in like the basically getting to the worldwide market at this point. Like they are, they're obviously huge here in Canada. They've got a pretty big presence in the States right now, and their presence overseas just seems to be growing and growing.
It's the only Canadian brewery we really get, to be honest with.
A lot of the stuff that comes over here from your side tends to not be great because I send like IPAs and all this stuff that comes over and it's really not fresh by the time it gets here, and it's like this doesn't taste like it should taste, probably kind of thing. But apparently, a fair of the Collective Art stuff makes it there pretty quickly, from what I've seen, which is really impressive.
I've actually been wondering this because I've on my channel I've complained about one of the things I complained about was we were getting a load of American beers, and you were getting the likes of Sierra Nevada's Hoptimium and shit like that, and then we were getting it and the hops were just fucked because it had been sitting in the warehouse. The thing was about 12 weeks old.
Yeah,
and it was just done. And I complained about that for so long on the channel, and I'm like, maybe I wonder if someone at Systembolaget watches my channel and has noticed this because I complained about it so much. And I know there's quite a lot of the channel has like a good strong Swedish following, and they're like really into information. So I do wonder because it seems to have changed because I had one beer actually from a Russian brewery. AF brew, and what was that called? It was called Red Run, Imperial Red IPA. And if you get that beer in its prime when it's about maybe 4 weeks old or something, it would be beautiful. But you could just tell it was disappointing because the hops had just dropped, and it was in the best nick. And I was like, this is going back to what we used to have with the American beers, this has been sitting in a warehouse too long. It's been imported too early. And it would be something. That's the only thing with the monopolies. I don't know if you have the same issue with the Canadian monopolies.
And here it's
planning and shit that means that they can't get the IPAs out there.
Here it's all regulated by the province. There's like 10 provinces and 2 territories, 11 provinces. I think it's 11 provinces, 2 territories. Can't remember on top of my head. My brain's broken. But in Ontario, it's the LCBO, the Liquor Control Board of Ontario. And going to the store and buying stuff, you can pick up the can, look at the date. If it doesn't have a date, I generally won't buy it unless it's something I haven't tried before and it just showed up. And it's generally pretty fresh, but they have an online ordering system where they've got a warehouse in Toronto or wherever the hell it might be with all this beer just sitting around. And it didn't click in my head that it all just sits around. And I was like, you know what? I want to find some new beers. I've got like $60 I want to spend. Went on the website, did the order, and they ship it to your local LCBO for free. So there's no shipping cost. You just got to go pick it up when it arrives. So I ordered all these cool IPAs and stuff, and I was all super excited. And I'm like, yeah, all these beers I haven't tried.
Shit.
They showed up, and every single one of them was like, I think it was like a week or so, maybe 2 weeks or so on my channel, almost in a row, of me just screaming and bitching about how pissed off I am at the LCBO for allowing this to happen. Because every beer was just crap. I think at least 2 breweries ended up seeing the videos and being like, "Oh, let's send you some free stuff." So that was kind of a cool outcome. But yeah, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, that used to happen with Systembolaget. We didn't really have that issue with the Swedish beers actually, but we would have it with the foreign ones because they'd been imported in. Because it's private companies that import the foreign stuff into the country, and then it's given to Systembolaget, then they distribute it. Because we've got the same thing. I can order shit from like Yemadalen away up in the north, like in Norrbotten. I can get that brought all the way down to me in the south for no shipping. It's great.
How big is how long does it take? You're in Sweden, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. The same place as PewDiePie. I don't think he's there anymore. But that's where he was from originally.
Brighton in England, I think.
Yeah, I think he was originally from Sweden. It's kind of cool. Yeah. And look at you getting like the whole. So you could become the. And you know what? On the Reddit thing, somebody did make a comment saying you looked a bit like him. You're like you have the potential to be like the PewDiePie of BeerTube. Why not?
There you go.
Why not? But no. How like if you were to start like the south and drive to the north, how long of a trip is that? Just like in a car.
On the train from where I am. It's like 5 hours up to Stockholm, and that's only like a third of the way up the country. I would guess it would take you about maybe 15, 16, maybe 18 hours to drive all the way up.
Yeah, because Sweden, you guys are like next to Norway, right? Aren't you?
Mm. Yeah.
And you guys are kind of like a longer, like dicky kind of shaped country, a little bit ish. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, I was thinking. So to drive across the country, east to west or west to east, would probably only take 4 or 5 hours.
Probably less than that. We drove from Kalmar, and we were going diagonally at this, so that only took us about 3 hours or something to go from Kalmar up.
Okay. So yeah, it's a lot more narrow than long.
Yeah. Japan's like that too. You can drive across Japan in about an hour. It takes you about 4 hours to fly from top to bottom.
Well, here, Prince Edward Island is our smallest province, and it's just this tiny little island that they're famous for their potatoes.
Yeah.
But
I had a couple of colleagues from Prince Edward Island, PEI, and they were I remember the 2 of them, they were very fake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, two women, they were very, very fake people.
Oh.
Everyone from PEI is like that.
What do you got there, Craig?
Well, it's a home brew, but it's like a Belgian homemade. I reckon it's probably it's very dark. Maybe I don't know. It's a Trappist type tasting beer, but it's
like a Belgian stout.
I might be okay with it. I really that's a style I'm still getting there on. Kind of the only one I've got left to really love.
I don't know the ABV. It's the second one of the. I was given it. It was given to me in like January. He's actually a former head brewer of my local brewery, so it's just his home brew. There you go. There's a couple.
Nice.
Drink one now. Give one a bit of age. I've given it like 6 months almost. So it's actually all right. Although it's a bit cold. That's the only trouble. So all these flavours and aromas will come out as it gets a bit warmer, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Give it that body warmth.
It's all right.
Do it, Craig. Warm it up. Stick it in your bum crack. Warm it up.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't want to ruin it, but yeah. But yeah,
Why did
it's
they
kind of-
pour it in your bum crack? You just like get the beer glass.
Oh,
and
sorry, I misheard you.
kind of fold the cheeks around and get it all cozied up and warm.
I'm not that fat. So.
No? You know how those extra stretchy, flabby cheeks?
I put it in my belly button. It's probably-
There you
So,
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a belly. That's more of a belly fucking. I don't know.
yeah.
A belly crater.
That's where he's going to get you. Belly's going to get you. But yeah. I remember that advert. Jesus. Ridiculous advert. So what's your plans this weekend, Redbeard? Are you working any kind of...
I have no plan. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to my mom's house at some point to put up her pool for my niece and probably do
online?
a bunch of other random
Online,
shit
yeah.
because she
Yeah.
just makes me like I go over there for one thing and she, oh, while you're here, you do this. And then
Yeah,
this.
while you're here, yeah.
I'll probably get a
Yeah,
pretty
why-
sweet. I'll probably get a pretty sweet dinner out of it, so it's okay. But yeah, and then tomorrow night, even tonight at some point, like it's only 8:30 here, so later tonight I might do some
Early.
live streaming or something like that, and maybe again tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm around later, I'll probably, I might be in the chat or asleep, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll probably give this another 10 minutes or so, and I'll probably cut it out. It's actually not a bad little stream. I wasn't expecting many people to join. I've started streams before, and it's like just sat here for a quarter of an hour. I was like, yeah, see you later, and then just delete it. So it's nice tonight. Just pointless keeping them on, but.
And you got James.
Yeah,
you got a full blown celebrity on here.
Yeah.
Just kidding, man. I'm super happy for you, dude. That's so awesome that happened.
So am I.
It's ridiculous.
And like I've been following that fucking subreddit, like looking at it and like refreshing and stuff. And your thing isn't in the hot thing anymore because I get refreshed every few days. But you had like 17 or 18,000 upvotes. The ones I'm seeing now, the top ones are like a few hundred, maybe 1,000. Like fucking, you got more love on that subreddit than I think that probably anybody in a long time, dude. You should be pretty goddamn proud of yourself. It's fucking awesome.
It says that
I
it's
don't
like
know how it works.
it's like 21.8
Do you know
thousand or something. It says now.
Is that what it's at now? Yeah.
That's what it says now. It's like actually because I bookmarked it because I was like I'll never fucking find this thing again.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand how Reddit works fully, but folk told me that
It's just it's like there's like Reddit is like the kind of thing that encompasses all, and you're on a subreddit called the dark side, the dark blah 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 of YouTube or something like that. And it's like that's Reddit is like PewDiePie has his own subreddit. I could have my own subreddit where like your fans could go there and post memes or pictures or just kind of talk about you or whatever like that, and then you could go there. Like how that's how PewDiePie does a lot of his videos. He has a subreddit and they post memes and shit, and then when he does a video, they'll go. That's his whole video is just looking at the reacting to the memes. So like that's, and there's also like the subreddits for like TV shows or whatever topic you might want to find. Like I was using it for a while to find live streams of baseball games and stuff like that.
is it basically just like a big forum essentially, like a
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
It's basically like a whole bunch of big forums. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the most comprehensive forum you can ever imagine,
There
basically.
you go. Yeah.
There we go.
That's totally like the easiest way to kind of break it down. Yeah, totally.
Because
Sounds like
it
just
was, 'cause I was-
just went down
Just
a hill and just fucking went crazy. And
I
then it
just-
just hit your channel. There's all your subs.
it was just
Yeah.
it was actually just insane. It was like it was my day off. It happened on my day off as well. So I was just going to chill, and then I just noticed because I looked at my phone because I publish. I'm going through one of these phases just now. It's 2 beers, so I checked at like 8 o'clock in the morning because I was like, oh, let's just check that I didn't, fuck up the timing of this review. I noticed my subscribers had jumped by like 100 or something, and people started commenting, "Oh, I'm here from Reddit, here from Reddit, here from Reddit." I'm like, what the fuck? And it was just.
Well, I'm like I have same thing. Mine was like earlier in the afternoon or later in the afternoon, I guess, over here, and I woke up and just going through my subscription kind of thing, and I'm like, you pop up pretty much all the time, and I see like you've been on, like it's been out for so many hours, and you've got like 10, 7, sometimes no, like not a huge number of views, kind of like the same as me, kind of thing, and then I'm like.
Yeah.
That video has 800 views. What the fuck? Click on it and like go through the comments. Reddit. What the hell? I went to instantly go to Google and I rampant line reviews Reddit, and there was 2 posts that came up. One from like a while back or something that wasn't the one, and then I found the actual one, and it was like, and it was funny too because I screenshotted. It was like you with like 17,000 upvotes, and right below you was Greg's beer reviews with a solid just 0. It was
Jesus.
it was
saw
so
that,
funny.
yeah.
I thought that was so funny.
Another guy tried to share it, but mine.
I need to find out how
Yeah.
that works. That'd be awesome. I'll be happy with just a couple of 100 subs. That'd do me.
I randomly put one up there for Nick, and I think also Greg the beer burglar, just randomly being like, hey, blah blah blah, this guy does beer reviews, and but they done nothing. I don't know what it was about you, man, but like something about you just was like congratulations, dude, fucking awesome, man. It really is.
I've honestly no idea, because my friend that shared the first one, he said he put it in the wrong subedit, and there's the subreddit, sorry, and it just his one.
I think that's it. It's your
his one.
Your
Put
accent.
it in the wrong one.
That's what he said. He said he put it in the wrong one. He thought, and then
Okay. So this is
I don't know how that works. So I really don't know why did Liam's one not take off and this one did? I really don't know.
This is just now clicking for me for the first time, and maybe this is what it is, and maybe it's breaking my brain. You're in Sweden. Your accent is it not Scottish?
It is, yeah.
It's not Swedish.
Yeah, you sound like Braveheart with a different pitch to his voice, kind of almost like when you talk sometimes. It's so that maybe that you're the Swedish, like this guy's in Sweden, but he sounds Scottish. That's what's going on here. That's maybe I don't know. That just broke my brain for a second. I don't know how I never realized that before. That's hilarious. So you were obviously born and somewhat raised in Scotland enough to get the whole accent thing going on.
I moved here to study. I moved to Sweden to study. I grew up in Scotland until I lived in Scotland for like 22 years.
How long have you been in Sweden?
Yeah, about just coming up 5.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, that it all makes sense now.
Yeah, no, it's I came here to study and basically loved it and stayed. So, yeah, that's it.
What did you study? I don't think I ever asked that.
I studied in Scotland. I studied chemistry, and then I finished off my master at Heidelberg in Germany, and then I wanted
you have a master's in chemistry?
Yeah,
dude, that's fucking that's badass, man. That's one of those things you hear like you could potentially be a mad scientist or something, like you could fucking
I don't know about
make some kind of chemical compound to destroy the world and hold us all at ransom or something. I don't know. It's cool.
I've got the madness part, but it was like I came to Sweden to Craig's right. I'm just mad. But no, I came to Sweden like at the end of my chemistry degree. I was kind of sick of it, and like I I discovered a thing called astrochemistry. You know, like look at the stars and planets and shit, and use light fingerprinting. It's the same principle as, you know, it's like how a camera, you know, how like a camera sort of measures the light, gives you your photograph digitally. Like basically, what I liked in astrophysics was to do that manually, because you look at a different part of the light spectrum, so you can look at stars and planets and shit, figure out what they're made of, what molecules are there, because of the light that they give out. And you know, it's quite cool, because from that information you can figure out how old a star is, how old a planet is. You can figure out like what disk, because it's, you know, planets and stars, they form in disks. You get dust clouds, and friction, blah blah blah, and then it goes bang, fires a load of shit out, and that's it. Then if you know the composition of like a planet or a star or things, you can look at certain things, tell how old they are. You can think, oh, this one's the same composition as this one, which gave us life. You know, you can look at stuff like this. Like the big thing just now, they find that if there's a lot of phosphorus, because our whole energy system is based on the chemical bond between phosphorus and oxygen. So they're kind of like, oh, if you get if you get proto stars that have a lot of phosphorus and oxygen, maybe those could be good ones to for life to come out of eventually, because you've got the two elements, you've got the P and O there. And obviously there's more factors to it than that. You know, you need a big Jupiter planet to take in all the asteroids and shit. The life-bearing planet has to be so far from the star. Star has to have such a long lifespan and all this. You know, there's so many other factors. But you know, you are pretty much just. It's one.
I guess. Well, you think like they say like the Goldilocks zone is like. But like what you don't think about, like, you know, Jupiter being this huge gravitational force in our solar system.
Oh yeah, no, like
it probably does save our ass way more times than we even realized. Like just things that are getting.
No, because I've got.
I want to sit down and have a bunch of beers with you and just talk about random shit, dude. I could sit down and listen to shit for hours. My God, I'm going to have a beer.
Spaceships.
I'm interested in all that sort of thing. It's, big time. I mean, sometimes my views on things probably not good for live chats, but yeah, I've got my.
Craig thinks the world's flat.
Views on.
I was kidding, buddy. Unless I'm not kidding, and that's just something I'm learning right now. That, oh my God.
No, you're wrong. But yeah,
I hope so.
Again, no, not like that.
Again, for the first time ever, Sparklepuff.
Oh, I still not got to try that, but yeah, that's sporadic over in the UK.
Instead of doing the beer mail trade thing, James, hop on a plane, come here, chill out for a while, we'll have some beers, we'll fucking film some videos, and then like bring some beers with you, and then when you're here, I will buy a bunch for you that you can then take back.
Well, that's one of the. I mean, Canada's on my list because my friend, you know how I was talking about my friend's wedding. She's put her wedding off, but yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go for 2 years. It's just I was getting more firmed up on this year. Like I'm going back. Yeah, probably January.
If the whole COVID thing happened, there was going to be like a lot more pressure to maybe get like Craig come to the Red Beer Fest, and people might even start like that. They were like, I was willing to put $50 into a fund. I think Nick was willing to put 50. Like we would have like we would have got you over here, man. Like if it happens next year.
I didn't expect anyone to do that, to be honest, though. You know,
you don't expect it, but like you got friends over here, buddy. We would have done that. Like I would fucking love to meet you in person, man. I really would.
Oh,
like last year, going to the Albino Rhino Beer Fest the first time and doing that, like the beer fest was a lot of fun, but the bottle share the night before, meeting Nick. You were Ashley. Fucking, I already met Greg once, but meeting Joe was there. Fucking, like I met all these people for the first time.
The beer fest is not going to get anywhere near that. It's just not going to happen.
It was a blast. Like the beer fest, they were all there still. Like they were all still there, but it wasn't like just all of us hanging out and having a great. Like it was so much fucking fun, man.
beers are great, but meeting people is better.
No, that was
meeting people while having beers. That's the ultimate right there. You know? Yeah.
The
That's
whole
what we
thing,
did.
That was it in Manchester as well. That was it when we met up in
Yeah, that did happen.
Manchester. It was good, yeah.
You guys didn't live stream as much as you should have with that, but like there was the one live stream that I remember watching, and it was hilarious. Like it was like people
It was
like
hilarious.
it was really funny.
I still think the best moment of that was
Very
when
well.
Peter was. Oh yeah, Veronica. Hello, Veronica.
Well,
No,
Is it-
Veronica. That's the craziest. It's almost like Veronica, but it's
sounds like
Veronica.
with that name, I wonder if she's South African. It looks like one of these kind of
I don't know.
sort of, Afrikaans type names. I don't know. I don't know.
Her last name is the name of there's Weber's is a place when you're driving into Toronto. They're on the side of the highway, and they're not that amazing in my opinion. I've stopped there a couple times, but like they're apparently like world renowned for their hamburgers, and like they're a big enough place that like they're on the one side of the highway, and if you're going the other way, you can park on the parking lot and walk through a like bridge meant to walk across just for that place.
The thing is, if I went to Canada, I'll be like, because I'm really into like wildlife and stuff. I'll be like, but then I'm into beer and getting, So
But
I've got like so many.
If you came here, like you can walk out, you can stand on my fucking porch, and the forest is right there.
Yeah,
Like, I'm in the middle of the city. I'm in the middle of the city, but the way my city, like a lot of cities in Canada work, is like there's forest. Like it's like the edge, but it's like downtown is a 5-minute walk away kind of thing. It's really funny.
That'd be cool, man. Be cool.
Like today when I was walking to the van to get in to go to work, there was a really cute rabbit just sitting over there eating some stuff beside me. There's rabbits in there. The one day I had a buddy over and we were playing games or something like that, and he went up on the balcony to have a smoke, and he's out there for a minute or so, and he opens, Gary, come out here, come here. And I go out there, and there was a fucking jackrabbit and a groundhog having a battle royale alongside and then underneath my car. And I looked it up, and apparently like rabbits and groundhogs both are generally vegetarian, but if they come across something that's not and they can get their hands on it and eat it, they'll eat it. Like apparently a lot of rabbits in the wintertime survive by eating rabbits that didn't survive the wintertime.
Oh yeah, they're cannibals.
Yeah. And yeah, so like there's like the rabbit was fucking, because the groundhog is obviously more of a tanky build, and it was like watching kind of a video game thing where you see like the big, strong, crazy, the huge guy against the little tiny, super fast guy, like the Flash versus the Hulk or something like that is what it was basically like out there. Like the rabbit kept like jumping in and getting these fucking little digs in, and the gopher just be like, whatever, fuck you, and like just try to get him. And it went on for about 20 minutes, and then the rabbit decided to give up and went away, and the gopher went back to his hole. It was quite entertaining. Oh my God.
Oh,
Put up the last comment if it's on your end right now. This is a monumental thing that's occurring right now. Holy shit. Hello, Joe.
I've just been talking.
How you doing, man? Oh my
He's
God.
alive.
I knew
He's
he,
alive.
I figured he was. I didn't know. We still don't know, but
Is this
Yeah,
the
he's
Joe
alright.
that joined us on a few? Is this American Joe that joined us a few times?
send
I
him
don't
a
even
link.
remember.
Send him a link.
No, I have.
Oh.
He's at
Oh
work.
yeah. He's in the beer analysis chat. He can join if he wants to. Yeah,
I just like,
but he won't because he's Joe and he's become too good for us all.
he works loads of hours. Give
How
the
do
guy a
you
break.
work so many hours that you cannot ever even just pop in for like fucking 5-10 minutes? That is the worst. I appreciate you work a lot. I work stupid hours. I would have been on a beer analysis in like a month. Last night was my first. No, so this Wednesday was my first time in a long time. But Joe's excuse falls so flat. I can understand maybe if Greg's on the panel, you don't want to be associated with you know, or maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. But it's something. It's not working all the time. It's not. Watership Down. That's a terrible spelling of vicious.
Viscous.
6 day weeks, working 11 30. Yeah. So you could show up like, you know, around like 1 or 2 for like 10 minutes. Fail.
So what's the day off?
Fail. I didn't
What's the
realize
day
you're working that much work that's like you've been pulling 6 work weeks and working that shift for the entirety of the time.
I completely agree.
Hey Ashley, get in here and tell me that, you bitch. Come on. I can understand that. That's insane, Joe. I didn't realize you were actually putting in that many hours. So I do apologize for being a dick. It's not because Ashley told me to shut up. Fuck you, Ashley. But no, I apologize. I love you, Joe, and it has been a long time, and you know I miss you. Is what it was.
Joe was a nice guy when I met him as well.
I met Joe for the first time, like I said, last year, and Joe was an awesome person to meet.
A nice guy.
Is it Joe, Craig, is this the Joe that I'm thinking of that joined in, American Joe that joined our chat?
Yeah, you know Joe.
Yeah, no,
average
just
Joe.
Everyone knows
dark hair, yeah.
He's got that dark hair. He sometimes has a beard that's somewhat like mine, but much darker.
He wears a base cap. And the Paw Patrol.
Yeah, no, it's the Joe I'm thinking of, right, okay. Yeah.
Of course it is.
I've never met. I don't think I've ever met Ashley though, and I recognise Sexton Brewing.
Ashley Sound. They're all
you know what? Actually, right there. Well, valid point, Joe. The Joe was one of the core members of Rod J's Thursday night thing, and he hasn't been on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what? They did. You know, I do apologize, Joe. I'm sorry. I miss you, and it came out in, I guess, an evil kind of way or something. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever been on.
Hi, Craig and James. Yes, I see how it is, Ashley.
Does Ashley do like beer videos? I'm going to look up her channel.
He's a home brewer, and I've not tried his beers, but he did make a New England IPA recently that looked amazing. And he has a channel, and he does like his one of his cool little series he did recently was kind of like a growing update thing on. He grows his own hops. And he did a little like they're just planted, then look at them grow, and now it's harvest time thing. And yeah, he's
got a Pliny review as well. I might need to watch that one. Yeah. Hop growing update. Yeah, cool. I'll need to watch. I'm not subscribed to him, so I'll give him a subscribe.
Joe, I gotta fucking I'm hitting the camera. That's how much of a cheers you get with that one. That was beautiful comment. I love that.
No, but if you ever have a holiday again in your life, then just let us know, and we'll have a chat.
I meant I never really got. Have you been working that shift the whole time you've been gone, Joe? Like, are you like? Do we need to intervene and like maybe contact your employer about possibly working you to death at this point? Like, that's a lot.
It's just the hours. It's not the amount of hours.
I don't care when the Hop series thing was, Ashley. It was still cool, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's the only series I can think of that you did. Like, you do like random reviews on beer and your home brews and stuff. But I guess it's still kind of a series. But you know, like not a 3 or 4 part contained special kind of. You know.
Yeah, I miss you too, mate.
Mini series, I guess. I don't know.
I really appreciate you commenting, and you know, at least you're saying hello. I know you're at work or whatever now. So
okay, well, that's not that. No, screw your friends, screw your family. We're better. I don't care. Yeah, no, it's understandable, Joe. It really is. No, fuck you. I was joking, you bastard. God damn it.
I know.
God damn you. God damn you.
So. Yeah, no, it's cool. As long as you're all good, you're obviously well. So you're alive.
I think that could be an awesome thing. I've wanted to go out to Canada for a wee while, so Craig, maybe you and I can team up and go out. That would be fun.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be awesome, man. I mean, I know Peter at one point was talking about it.
Actually, you don't suck at uploading. You suck at uploading consistently. Your videos are they're nicely done. There's no issues with the sound or the fucking video quality or
Yeah,
anything. And you are one of the most fucking, like, being on Beer Analysis. That was the whole joke I made on Wednesday. Where like every single time I'm on there, I seem to be the one that's like right after Ashley. So like when it comes to like describing the beer, Ashley knows. I don't know if he has any actual formal training on the matter, but like he's able to pick up on just all of these crazy fucking things, and then I have to follow, and it's like what he said, basically, kind of thing.
Thanks for the nice comment, Joe, as well. It's awesome. It's really random and just not expected. So
no,
I'm still like WTF, but yeah.
Yeah, it is random. We don't hear from Joe often, so. But yeah.
And it probably could happen to but there's got to be somebody out there. Like James is an awesome guy, but he's not perfect. Come on, I'm just kidding.
I'm an arsehole. I hate everyone equally.
No, he is. He's good.
I always say I hate everyone equally.
Studies dark.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you commenting, Joe. I know, you know.
This is the closest thing to an actual conversation that I feel like I feel privileged right now. Like you and me, Craig, we're the Ashley's kind of here as well, I guess. I already said you can join the chat, Ashley. Like get your ass in here in real life. But,
you got the link, so.
He's got a family on it. He's probably busy, but regardless.
No, it's fine.
It's been awesome to kind of talk to you for the first time in a hell of a while, Joe. Like seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I saw him online. I was like, I'll fire him the link if you're around. Join. If you're not, fine. He's at work. He was charming with. Matt over at Massive Beer Reviews earlier, he was saying, and then he's like, he's just come on. He's like, appreciate it. It's really nice. Nice to hear from you. Hope you're keeping well, and we all miss you big time.
That whole Dar Massive Beer Reviews thing is mildly ridiculous.
I don't know. I have no idea what. I need to watch them in order of what's going on. Whatever.
I didn't see the first one where whatever happened. Just somebody shared. I watched Dar's like reaction video to it, and that's honestly, I didn't know he was a guy. Somehow I've never come across him before, like being a beer tuber for a few years now.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
I need to watch.
And
I need to watch the original. Whatever the first one was, and then watch.
I watched Dar's video right through, and I don't care what Matt said or what Matt did, but Dar comes across as one of the most pretentious, douchey, I'm better than you people I've ever seen.
Who he makes me think of, Kerry? You know who he makes me think of is Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro. Why do I know that name?
I don't know.
Who's Ben Shapiro?
I don't know.
The guy, Google him. Just stick him in Google. You'll see his face. You'll know who he is.
Is he the lawyer?
No, just Google Ben Shapiro.
No, who is he? He's not Ben the Hammer Shapiro. Like, who is the lawyer?
I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Ben Shapiro, American.
Okay, no, Craig,
It's the way this guy's less Asian, but yeah, like that.
Yeah, no, but the whole, you see the resemblance there. It's the whole talking very fast to
James,
try and.
Do you watch and/or subscribe to the channel Internet Today?
No.
It's like an internet news show. It's one of my news sources where I get like that Phil DeFranco and a couple other things kind of where I
Internet Today.
Internet Today. It's two guys generally, Elliot and Ricky. The two guys and they just stand there and they read the news and they kind of give a bit of their opinions on it. And it's Ben Shapiro is like one of their recurring characters. They kind of call him like one of these people that just keeps coming back. And I highly recommend you check out that channel if you like. Yeah. If you like people shitting on Ben Shapiro or just and just the rapport between the two of them. Like I've been watching, like they were on a machinima the one of the YouTube kind of things that like fell from grace a while ago. One of their channels for a long time called ETC News, and then that got ended. And now it's like, yeah, it's a great channel. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, I know that I asked Matt about what the background of this thing with him and Darwin was, but so I can send you guys. I'll need to ask Matt if he's okay with that. But Matt basically told me the whole thing straight through. But I don't know. I encountered Darwin a good few years ago, and I don't know. There's just something that he strikes me as kind of very ungenuine. I don't know. It's just the impression I had that impression of him kind of straight away.
I don't watch stuff, so I can't really.
Apparently, a lot of his videos, he starts the video and like the beer is already cracked and poured, and I don't like that at all. Like it's cracked and poured. Have you tried it already? You got some preformed opinions like that's.
I always mention that if I do that, it's not often, but when we used to do the Good Beer Live show, we used to crack it on the show. And,
Craig, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah, I know that, but I used to put it there.
I get you.
And then, but what we used to do, we used to do the show, and then I had the free beers, and then I used to do a review. Look, this was a beer from Good Beer Live earlier. It's already been cracked. You know, it looks flat. It's not flat, but give it a swirl.
Well, you do the whole thing where like,
yeah,
you have a few sips and you're like review, and then you drink the rest of it later. Like me myself, I do the whole I hate to say it, but I kind of copy Greg's beer reviews in that format, which makes me mildly sad because I just did it to the point because like I used to like if you watch my earlier videos, my super early ones had a whole bunch of jump cuts, and then I was like, the jump cuts are getting annoying. It's too much work. So I just started being like, screw you. Here's the full unadulterated, unedited video. And it would be like 40-minute video of me drinking one beer. And it's like that's just getting ridiculous. So now it's like, you know what? I drink a few drinks. I get to I watch my time and I try to get to like the 7.5 minute mark, maybe 8 or so. And then I cut it off. And then it goes beep, the whole like little test pattern thing I do, and then I come back. And I've got like 1 or 2 drinks left, and I give my final opinion on the beer. And yeah, because just like YouTube's algorithm basically favors, from everything I've ever heard, having a video in the 10-minute range is your fucking gold mine when it comes to YouTube liking your video and kind of getting it out there more or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter, but it's just whatever you want to do. But I think 2.5, 3 minutes is too short. I don't care what your review.
Well, no, I'd like so some of like Chad the Albino Rhino is super guilty of like you go to a brewery and just like post these like minute-long reviews of these beers where
it's stupid.
The camera's not even on him. It's just like look at the beer, and then like if it was me, like I'd either have the camera, like my phone, like over here, kind of pointed at me, so you can see me and the beer, or show you the beer, and then turn it around and still show myself what I take. I'm not a fan of the beer reviews where you don't see the reviewer in the video.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've not really thought about
You
that.
know, but again, you know, people. If anyone watching this is feeling offended or something right now, fuck, like, do what you want to do. Like, I might not watch your content because it's not to my preference, but if you have fans and they enjoy your content, then by all means, keep doing what you're doing. I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes or anything right now. You know, like
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just that my kind of thing is my sort of technique, if you can call it that, it's just developed over time. It's evolved. Like now I'm talking about, I like breaking the tongue up, like the palate up into thirds, you know, back third of the tongue, middle third, and then the front third, you know, like fruity, sweet, and then, you know, more kind of bitey, grainy.
Really?
Sort of. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Again, like I watch the occasional, like 99% of the beers you drink on your channel I have never even fucking heard of. But
Oh,
like
yeah,
now,
no, that's-
then I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch and like, yeah, like you've got this. I don't know. It's I think again, your voice, man. You need to like start reading. You need to like get like a
Get a job
contract,
reading
reading story
a contract with Audible or some shit, yo, man, and like read books for a living. You got a good voice. I like it. Randomly, Ashley's fucking comment there. Apparently the new Space Force show is out now.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw
um,
a trailer for that. Yeah, saw a trailer for it.
and I want to watch it. I realized it was. Is it out? Is it out today? Because it must
I
be like
saw
the
the-
day. And then also, Ashley's been in quite a few of those at the brewery Chad videos. He's very offended by my slanderous comments. You know what, Ashley? If it was you, if you were in the video, then it was probably a camera kind of off to the side, and you see both of you, and it's like the first thing I talked about.
Is
So,
that Chad?
those ones are fine. No, that's Albino Reno.
Oh, right. I've not watched any of his videos in a while, actually. I need to
He
search
did a
for him.
live stream thing last. His dog randomly died a couple days
Oh,
ago. Like it was poisoned or something. It was a fucking like. I'm in another like a couple like lot Facebook chat things, and like he was like talking about it, kind of like not live tweeting, but messaging and like letting us know what was happening and stuff. And it was just like
Yeah.
he's living like in the basically the lower Arctic right now, like very, very northern Quebec, I think is where he is. It's not Nunavut, which is a territory. It's Nunavik or some weird stuff where it's like
I
it's the
thought he
Inuit
lived
people.
in like the Niagara area, though.
He did, but he moved. He got married to this girl that was his childhood romance, but they never got together or something, and now they're both single. So they were like, "Hey, we finally found each other, so we're married now." And then he moved up north, almost a year or so, up like 9 months, maybe, roughly a year ago at this point, to better his financial situation or something. And since being up there, he got a dog. And up there apparently is such a remote community. There's no veterinary assistance for said dog, and the dog was potentially poisoned and like just like with like
Stupidity. Stupid.
it's such a ridiculous fucking. James's reviews are 70 minutes long. Again, like that old school me right there. But no.
Yeah.
What I do like when it is something that I'm like, I haven't like again 90% of the beers you have I haven't even heard of. But when it's something like I'm like I've heard of that one, or it's like I haven't heard of that one, but it sounds pretty cool. I will watch it, and yeah, like you get into this shit, man. I like it.
It's like
I like
a
it.
lot of the German and the Belgian ones get quite popular. I think that's just because it is more accessible. Most of the beers that I'm doing are Danish or Swedish. But the Scottish ones, I think, I wish I could get the Scottish beers a bit more often, because the Scottish beer scene is kicking off quite a little bit, and it'd be quite cool to kind of support that a little bit more.
I would love for you to try the brewery that I help out at the beer festival is called Highlander Brewery.
Mhm.
And
I've
they
heard
made
of them,
their flagship beer is their Scottish Ale, which is basically a Scottish amber. It's very malty, very just. It's a very tasty beer, and they recently changed up their label. Like the only two beers they have currently in the LCBO / grocery stores and stuff, I think, are the Scottish one and the smoked porter. And they changed up their labels recently, and they look 1,000 times better than they used to. They really do. I'm so happy that they finally like their old labels were really kind of like they were okay, but they're very like kind of traditional looking, and they didn't really jump out at you on the shelf. Or like when you're looking at all these kind of crazy labels that all these other craft brews are putting out, it's like, oh, this super traditional looking, like this is a Scottish ale, and we got a little picture on it and stuff. It was like now it looks like this like crazy kind of smoky fire design on the can. It's really cool. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Like, as I say, we should try and I need to check stuff. I'm saving up for an apartment or a house at the moment. But yeah, we should definitely try and. I'd love to do like maybe if we can do like 10, 12 cans or 10, 12 beer swap or something.
Yeah,
That'd
man,
be-
100% down for that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite style?
See, to be honest, I drink, to be honest, anything. I mean, the only things that I really don't. I'm not a great fan of English bitters, but other than that, I'm open to your
All right.
choice.
Yeah,
one of
like
yeah. I mean, my request would be like if there are some Scotch ales. I love Scotch ales and Rauch beers, Doppelbox. I quite like the malty styles of beer, but if there's, I'm as I say, I like anything. I love an IPA and stuff like that. But the Scotch ale thing. I love trying Scotch ales from different countries.
I've actually I've had a few really nice Scotch ales. If when Greg and come to Canada, you're gonna have maybe a brew. God damn you, Joe. God damn you. Smoked porters and Scottish. They don't fly off the shelf, but they're still doing pretty good. And I feel like with their new label, it probably does actually fly off more than it used to.
Well, yeah.
Where is Joe in the US actually?
And that's one of the things. Like Highlander, like they're not.
Buffalo. He's in Buffalo.
They're not making these like crazy, amazing, insane, like hazy IPAs and juicy juice bombs and fucking fruited stouts and all this stuff. They're making where they are. They're in the middle of nowhere, basically, where 99% of the population drinks like Coors Light, Canadian Blue, like the big macro beers over here. So they're kind of catering to that audience, and every beer they make is a really like that's their smoked porter. Like Ashley's saying, doesn't fly off the shelves, but I would put that smoked porter up against any other porter out there. Like it's just as good as any other one that I've ever had. It's a delicious beer. The Scottish ale, it's not really my style, and I like it. But it's not something that I'm not like drawn to it. I don't love it. I don't want to drink a whole bunch of it in a session kind of thing. But for its style, I would say it's super solid. They make some lagers. They got their Imperial Stout this year, which is a great Imperial Stout. Like they make some really nice beers, and they've just they're awesome people. They really are. It's owned by this guy who's named Dwayne. He's like 75 years old. And the passion this guy has for craft beer at 75 years old. And like he's always he wants to do these new things and do this and that. I love him. I love the company so much. And
yeah, no, that'd be quite cool. That'd be quite cool to review their Scotch ale, maybe. Yeah.
I'd prefer to be Canadian at this point.
I can't think of any point in history where maybe like the peak of World War II, where it's like, yeah, we're super helping and we're doing a lot of shit. Like I said, aside from that, like Canada over the States all day, every day, baby. Like especially now, like my the stuff. One thing, like Joe made the whole Chris point. Well, Kristen made a thing today. It was like all of a sudden, poof, all the COVID stuff was gone. And it's like, yeah, because it's like the random police brutality in the States has once again taken over the goddamn media because it's such a
stupid, the black guy that was killed in Michigan. Was it? Where was the black guy killed?
Wisconsin.
That was it. Yeah, Madison, Wisconsin. That's it. Yeah.
The fucking cop had his knee on the guy's neck for 9 minutes. Well, the guy was saying, "I can't breathe." And the other cop standing beside, he can talk. He's talking. He's fine. He's talking. It's
Minneapolis.
And the guy standing, the guy with the knee. You watch that, and you look at him. He's got his hands in his pockets, like just looking down. It really seemed to me like he was enjoying that, man. And that's it's fucking straight up gross, disgusting, and just like I don't know, like what to do aside from like some kind of magic. Like a genie needs to be real. A genie needs to be a real thing. You get 3 wishes.
That's right, that on it.
You get 3 wishes. One, I wish for every single person in the world who's racist to glow or something. You know, like let everybody. I don't know. Like just and then wish number two, like you gotta wait. You gotta wait. So here's what you do. Wish number one. I want everyone in the world that's racist to like glow bright pink or something, like some color that they're gonna hate because it's bright rainbow color. Make it rainbow color because if they're racist, probably also homophobic. Make it rainbow color, and let that last for like six months before your second wish. And now take those people if they haven't changed, like if they're racist and they're glowing, whatever, and they change their ways and they really do make then they'll stop glowing. They'll be racist anymore. But if they still are after a 6-month period, then your second wish, make those people float up in the air to the point where like oxygen is like just super like like we just starting to get altitude sickness. So like you gotta float like you gotta float like barely be able to breathe. And make an add-on to the wish, but they still have full bellies and bladders. So they're not gonna die. They're just gonna float up there and barely be able to breathe, and give that another 6 months. And if and you know, over time, some of them might float back down because they've really, really thought about it and been like, you know what? I'm an idiot. I'm a moron. I need to really fucking like. No, all people are people. And then, the last wish is to still keep them fed and bladder full, but have them go up in the atmosphere by, let's say, a foot every 6 months or so, just forever, until finally, like the torture is like, you know, you're at the point like you can barely breathe, and you're like, oh, okay, and then eventually like super slow suffocation as you eventually drift off into space. That's what those people fucking deserve. Yes.
Jamie,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. No.
In case you wanted, you know, a mildly descriptive version of the way things could play out.
Oh, yeah, that was mild. Yeah.
See, I'm more along the lines of I've got three big hatreds in life. I hate fascism, I hate communism, and I hate theocracy. I fucking hate all of them.
There you go. Right. Good night.
Yeah. We're going off the live.
Maybe.